Hello, everybody, and welcome to an episode of Non-Effort with all three of us.
Oh my God!
Mother of God. Hello and welcome.
It's your boy, Skinny Penis.
And his magical boxes. Look, his entire life is behind him right
no,
there.
I didn't even see that.
My whole life.
Oh.
Yep. There's nowhere for it to go.
There's so many jokes.
Oh no. I also can't do it. I couldn't move them even if I wanted
well
to.
With the my whole life, it has nowhere to go. That was pretty good.
Yeah. How do you feel, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for asking.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel?
Excellent. Thank you for asking.
That's good.
Oh, why is this not updated? What the hell?
Why does this not updated?
Yep.
Why is this not updated? I'm sorry. It does have previous questions on it, and I don't know why. Oh, because it's loading from some kind of random folder because I imported this stuff from my OBS. Okay. Hold on. I'm fixing it very quickly. Apologies.
Fix it faster.
Fix it faster, Wax Steven, you piece of shit.
Ever.
Fix it faster. Okay. There we go.
What
There
the
we
fuck?
go.
Who's the new guy?
Hope everybody's doing well today, especially Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had to move out. So I moved half of my stuff, the big stuff like my bed and stuff, out of the apartment.
Yeah.
Before I had this surgery, because I was like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to do it afterwards. But they said I'll be mobile in a week, so I'll be able to do it.
Liars!
Even if I'm not mobile in a week, it's all good. I've still got like 3 weeks or whatever, to do it. Then everything goes wrong. Surgery's botched to fuck. Legs falling off. Can't fucking move. Barely been able to move until like kind of this week. So I pretty much had to move out 2 days ago, yesterday and today. And my God, it was so hard to do. Today was like throwing stuff. Like I have bags and bags and bags of just like crap, just stuff I don't need. And it's like proper random shit, like plates and stuff, because obviously I'm moving in with another person.
Yeah.
I don't need like plates and saucepans and shit, like all that shit you gather.
Yeah.
Really weird. So I threw loads of it into bags.
Yeah, I was going to say, then what do you do with it? You got to donate it, but then you still have to be the one to like go and
I've got to go and do all of it.
Yeah.
So I just threw them all into black bags, loaded the Lexus up, and then threw them in the dump. I threw so much shit out.
It was probably half trauma from money loss and half
You didn't
happiness.
donate it? Yeah.
Where am I going to donate it? Who's carrying that into the store?
Yeah.
I want you to
Sometimes
understand,
they
right?
will-
By the way,
Sometimes they will come and get it.
I'm
but
walking
yeah.
along like
I
this with
hear you.
one
I hear
bag,
you.
like,
yeah. Yeah.
all by
Goblin.
myself.
Full goblin.
There was no, there is a bunch of stuff that I have donated though.
Yeah.
Because luckily for me, my estate agent was like, oh, you see all this crap here, I'll take some of it.
Nice.
And then I went, oh, if you're going to take that, and also the guy that's moving into my old place wants a couple of things as well. He saved me. He wanted my sofa and my washing machine, the two worst items. I was like, oh, you are an angel. And then there was a bunch of random shit, and I took a picture and was like, hey, I was going to donate all of this shit, but I'm going to throw it. Do you want any of this? And she went, I'll take some of it and I'll donate the rest of it for you. And I was like, you
are
a
thank you.
beast. And it was about, there is, however, a box of like hundreds of pounds worth of Emma Pickles makeup.
Holy shit, dude.
I was like, have that. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Donate that to like I don't know.
I don't think they can. I think they'll have to get rid of that.
It's all completely brand new.
Still like in the
wrapped and stuff?
packages.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It's shit that companies sent Emma and she just left.
Yeah. Then they might be able to, but makeup's weird, right? Because it's got expiry dates and shit, and
Well, I don't care. So
Yeah.
Not my problem anymore.
I just mean they might not be able to donate it, but yes.
Yeah.
But if it's sealed, that's a different story.
Yeah, no, I mostly threw away like all my old plates and saucepans. They're all knackered.
You're all knackered.
I am. I'm so knackered. You should have seen me driving. I shouldn't be driving this car, by the way. It's insane. I'm in there like a gibbon. Like my legs are in the weirdest angle.
It's such a good word.
Yeah. I'm like driving around and I'm driving really slow, but I'm like, oh dude, if the police stop me, I don't know if they're going to be like, oh, obviously you can't drive in this state.
Because which leg is it? Is it your
left? I got away with it.
Okay. That's a little lucky, you know?
The only problem with my car, right, is that the handbrake is a foot pedal. So the whole time I'm driving around, my leg is like pushing on the handbrake. So it could easily just, if I twitch, and I'm on a motorway, I'm dead.
Now here,
well, aren't you supposed to still only use one foot for the brake in that situation?
No, handbrake.
The handbrake.
Yeah, but aren't you still only supposed to do that
Not
with
the clutch,
one foot?
the handbrake.
Oh, okay. Well, but maybe
you know how a lot of cars have it in
the No, I know what a handbrake is, but I just thought that you were still supposed to only use one foot for all of it, clutch and also handbrake. Like you brake and then lift and put onto the handbrake, right?
Well,
you're not supposed to do it for a clutch. No. You're supposed to use 2 feet. If you have a manual, you use 2 feet.
Yeah, this is not a manual.
Yeah. Manual is 2 feet.
Yeah, but if you had a manual, you wouldn't have a handbrake that was a foot pedal either.
Right.
But I
really?
Don't. Yeah.
My dad was a mechanic for a long time. And he got acclimated to using 2 feet, like even though you're not supposed to. Because, most of his cars have been automatics.
Yeah.
He'll still use 2 feet. He's like, oh, it's just easier. I'm like, but Dad, you're supposed
really not supposed to.
You're not supposed to do that. He's like,
so
but
for an automatic,
it's easier, right? Why not? I do it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he can also, like, if he has to drive a manual, he can just do it like instantly. He doesn't. He doesn't need like a few days to get acclimated.
Mm-hmm.
He can just hop into a manual and he'd be fine now.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. I still can't drive. Manual.
I can if someone was bleeding out in the back seat. Like if it was an emergency, I would be able to remember how to do it. But I think if not, then I get in my own head and I'm like, oh, I don't want to fuck up this person's transmission or anything,
Yep.
But like, say if Brad was dying, I would be fine. I'd be like, all right, we're going to the hospital. Let's go.
I'd request you leave me, to be fair.
Yeah.
I have a legit question though. No.
Yeah.
Like, how do like driving instructors train people to use manual transmissions? And like, do they have to get their clutches fixed like every fucking week? Like,
probably,
because everybody's got to be grinding those fucking gears, man. Like, it's got to be horrific.
But driving instructors make bank, so they're fine. Yeah. Also, you can write off a car. My driving instructor was talking about how he just buys a new car every 2 years because it's just tax deductible for work.
Oh wow! Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's amazing. It's an insane amount of money. So they can probably just do that, and it's not as big of a sting.
I feel like I remember somebody telling me manual transmissions are like way easier to fix than an automatic transmission. So I'm guessing it's just like if you have to get it fixed, I think the clutch is like really easy to like swap out if there's a problem. So I'm okay. Kujio's confirming. All right, thank you, Kujio. Kujio knows everything.
Yeah, but that's Kujio. He can probably build a car from scratch in 24 hours.
Wasn't he one of the people that instructed you during fucking what was the game? It's the stupid finish.
My summer car. Yeah.
Fuck that fucking game.
Kujio's like a one-man Satisfactory.
You're playing the second one now, right, PB? Summer car? Winter car. Yeah.
No.
You should play it.
No.
Yep.
No.
So
not for anything less than like $2,500, dude. There's no fucking way.
Subathon on PB stream coming up.
It's not as bad. It's not as bad.
That doesn't mean it's good.
No. I mean, the stress is a different. It's a different type of stress.
Dude, I will never forget having, like, you could only carry 2, I think, fuel cans at once instead of the 3 that I needed, and I was literally like throwing one forward, walking forward, picking up, throwing it a little bit further until I could, and it was like I was leapfrogging the fucking gas to get into the car.
It's the most entertaining thing to watch and the most horrible game to play. Yeah. Because while you're playing it, you're not enjoying that at all. But when you're watching someone not enjoy their time and they're throwing a jerry can up the street, it is absolutely the most entertaining thing you'll ever see.
Yeah,
it's the dissonance is enormous though, because as a streamer, often you can kind of feel you're like, oh, I'm raging out, but it's probably funny for them. But with my summer car, I was legitimately just pissed off the whole time. And everyone was like, this is the funniest stream you've ever done. I'm like, oh, I actually genuinely want to kill someone.
But dude, the way you ended it was so fucking good. When you did when the house just caught fucking fire and you started on it.
Yeah.
I was fucking dying.
I hated my summer car's experience. My winter car is a different experience though.
Yeah. When I finished my summer car, and the second we had it done, I literally got into the car. I think I had like Ave Maria playing, and I drove it straight into the lake and ended up and that was it. And I was like, I'm uninstalling the game right fucking now.
I thought you meant in real life. I was like, wait a minute.
I finished the game and then I drove my car into a lake. Oh,
I feel like that would have been a story.
Yeah.
We got none of that.
Yeah. Middle-aged white woman ends her life after playing my summer.
It would be a good headline.
Oh God.
That would be like a selling point for the game. Like they put it up on the fucking thing. They'd be like,
whoo, yeah, I lost my shit with that game. I also have a high tolerance, I think, normally for chat bullshit when they're like giving you a hard time, or when they come in and are like, actually,
me too.
Or whatever. So I feel like I have a high tolerance for that normally, but oh man, did I there was somebody that I just like went in on, and I can't remember what it was, but I think I don't even know. I think I said something about burnt toast being like how to tell if you're having an episode
stroke
or something, like a stroke, or I don't know, something like that. And I think I had said, I don't know if I said burnt toast. Anyway, whatever. They did the, actually, don't you mean this? And then I was like, no, I just like lost my shit. I was like, I meant what I said. Blah, blah, blah. What do you think? I just fucking, there's a clip floating around somewhere of me losing my shit on someone about burnt toast. Oh, because that game just gets you, man. It's
Fist.
I don't understand him.
Fist is insane. Fist did an entire stream of my winter car. I guess it was on the first day of release. Silent. Yeah. He just played the game.
I know.
First, he just went into carry. He played the whole thing silent. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. Like that he got away with it. It's amazing to me. But
I asked him, I said to him at one point, I was like, well, you like my summer car, right? And he's like, no. I'm like, what? And he's like, I don't know. It's a love-hate game, but no, I pretty much don't. And I was like, okay, well, you have a constitution I do not, sir, because you just play it so frequently for someone who hates it.
It's got to be because it's got to be like subathon goals or some shit.
Yeah.
It's a good stream game. It's just a horrible experience.
A horrible streamer game.
It's a horrible streamer game. Good streamer. You get good views.
Yeah. So was all of this set up for us playing my summer car?
No.
Okay, good.
I have significantly less tolerance than both of you to play games I don't want to play.
No, definitely. I was going to potentially rope Whack into playing Overcooked with me, because I weren't sure how long Brad was going to be gone, guys. So today
I've been playing my summer leg.
Yeah, exactly.
Manually rebuilding a fucking entire leg.
It's just you making a robot leg.
Liam walks into the room and Brad's like got a scalpel and he's
I've been this close twice.
But I need to share with you some of these reviews, Whack, that I got out to be like, this is why what to expect here. Recommended. This game will test whatever relationship you have with the people you play it with. Review number 2. This is a great game to play with friends, but you have to be calm. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. This game ended my relationship. Recommended.
That was for Overcooked?
Yeah.
Yeah. Overcooked.
Isn't that everyone's like favorite co-op game ever?
But no, but it's nobody does. Nobody can do anything perfectly in that game. So because I've seen like 1 or 2 streams of it. Yeah. And it's just like, so it's just chaos. You know, you're like, go do that thing. You know, you're trying to order somebody, like, we got orders up, you know, whatever, go get the plates. And you can't do any of it perfectly. Like, everybody fucks up a little bit, unless you're like a super pro and have 100 to 200 fucking hours in these games.
Yeah. And we don't have.
And you two wanting to play this?
No, but I thought
it was going to be the goal.
It was going to be the goal today because it would be hilarious to watch us play that.
I think it would be so stressful.
We have this whole like baking bullshit going on. So yeah, I thought it would be funny for us to do a restaurant.
Yeah. So I'm actually in a pretty good mindset right now to play it, which is why I was like, yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was very surprised that you were like, yeah.
Spring is my favorite time of year in general.
Oh,
so once taxes are taken care of and I've moved past that, it's generally good mindset, whack Steven time. Right?
Yeah,
it's usually like I'm in my most stable, like, you know, I can handle more shit than normal.
Well, it is 3 players, so we could do the 3 of us. Although I think it could mark the end of Tablestory if we did.
I'm in my least mental stable state.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I'm barely here.
Yeah. Yeah, reasonably so though. You got a lot going on.
Yep. I will point out, by the way.
How much for the Overcooked stream?
If we hit the goal today, we'll do it. I'll tell you what. If we hit the end goal today, we'll do it. And it could just be me and PB.
Brad, you just got roped into it.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
Me and PB will do it. I don't want to force Brad to do it.
We'll do it.
But thank you everybody so far for the tips. We appreciate you.
Bring back the bun oven.
Glitchy Wheel for the 20. Thank you so much. Aquasnakes for the 1333. Leo for the hundo. Anonymous, thank you so much for the hundo. Thank you.
Oh my god,
they really want undercooked. What's it called? Overcooked.
Overcooked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you getting it right now? It's on sale.
Hey, it is what it is.
Are you gonna get it?
I'll do it if we hit the goal. I'll get it.
I was talking to Brad. He looks like he's like, what's it called? It's Overcooked. Like he was looking it up.
Oh, I'll play it. I'm not. There.
Dude, we need to clip
I can't
this moment.
imagine.
Someone marker this.
Okay, yeah, mark this.
A week later, we're going to be like, and we're done with Tablestory's over now.
I was medicated. Why did you make me do this?
Yeah.
To be fair, as it sits, my life can't get any worse.
Mark it!
But clip it for sure.
Oh fuck, dude!
Liam's gonna walk in a frame. I'm pregnant.
I'd love that. That would make my life so much better. I'd monetize the fuck out of that.
Oh.
Oh shit!
I'd say Brad would be a good dad, but yeah, he would. He'd be good.
Yeah, it would.
All right, what are we talking about? Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. We still gotta wait.
Sorry,
nothing yet.
I'm being patient.
I to be fair, I have watched people play Overcooked, and it does stress many relationships. Surely,
yeah,
it kind of looks fun. If it was something I didn't want to play at all, it would be way harder to make it happen. Yeah. I would make the goal crazy.
I'm just gonna play it with my headphones off.
Well, I was gonna say it'd be funny if one of you was Gordon Ramsay. Like you are peed it out.
I'll go so far as Guy Fieri, but I don't know if I can do Gordon Ramsay.
I could do Gordon Ramsay, but then I have to be angry with you all night.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the instigator. because I know for a fact.
But see, that's how I'm like, oh,
whack.
it's not real. like you need a full liter water bottle. You need like one of those big
I got news for you.
Honestly,
I got news for you. This is a liter.
Nice.
I think legally Wax should have to have a gummy before we start playing.
Oh yeah.
He's got to take. We got to watch him take it as the beginning of the stream.
No.
Oh God.
Thank you so much, Mac, for the $6.90.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abe Hannum, for the hundo. Thank you.
Jesus.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you so much, everybody. We appreciate it.
So all we had to do this whole time was play Overcooked, huh?
Yep, pretty much.
Yep.
We haven't even incentivized the other thing that we could incentivize.
Do you want us to, or do you want us to put it off for a week? We could do Overcooked.
I don't.
Need more time.
No, I don't give a shit anymore.
That is the scariest thing he has ever said. Everyone.
You don't understand how close I am to the break.
No, I do. That's what I'm saying. You saying that right now, just let me know. I need to be calling, I need to be calling someone. Liam, what the fuck?
The way I've been dancing around the void for the last couple of weeks. No, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right, really. I mean, we can talk about it when we get to it, to be honest, but I feel like we'll talk about it when I get to it.
Okay.
I don't know where it is. Is it on the thing?
I don't have it on the bar. I don't have it on the bar.
What do you want to do then? Halfway?
Yeah, we'll say halfway. We'll say halfway. When halfway happens,
we got a surprise for you.
Yep. A surprise for you.
I'll show you my wooden leg. My peg leg.
My peg leg.
Oh, God, I've been playing RimWorld to try and just like keep my mind off of anything. Because it's the only game I could think of where I could sit here with like my leg all the way out this way and I can just use one hand to play it.
You have a Steam Deck, don't you?
Yeah, but I actually was struggling to play handheld stuff, weirdly enough. Because of the angle that I've been sat at, I have to hold it up and it gets heavy. I know it's like lame. Do you know what I mean, though?
You have weak arms now. Yeah.
And I have very weak arms.
Atrophy.
I mean, I already have weak arms, but I have extra weak arms. But no, it was just really hard to do. Plus, the first couple of weeks, I was on like so much medication that just like looking at a little screen was actually hard to do.
Yeah.
So once I was able to sit in this chair and like figure out how to sit in it in a way that I can vaguely be comfortable, I was like, what can I play that it's hard to sit all the way up and be like very like, but playing RimWorld is really useful because you pretty much only need one arm for the most part. Yeah. And so I've been playing RimWorld, and everyone in my colony that is getting advanced bionic leg, I'm so jealous of.
You're just like cutting it off.
I'm whipping off legs.
You're just
left,
like
right,
chopping all the legs off.
Yeah.
To be in
you
this
get a
cult,
bionic
you have to
leg,
have a
and
leg.
you get a bionic leg. Dude. And I look down at my fucked up, destroyed leg, and I'm like, oh, I wish I had an advanced bionic leg.
Yeah.
It's the only part of Cyberpunk that messes me up, where when you get like an eye upgrade in Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck, man. God damn it.
God.
I want the
I don't think I could do it.
Yeah,
replace.
I don't think I could do it.
Is it fear that it would come out fucked up, or is it that you don't want to replace a body part?
This is hilarious. It's actually the maintenance of it. I can't be asked. Like, are you kidding me? Because you'd have to, there's a lot of stuff that you'd have to do to make sure that it's still running or whatever it is.
That's the same as brushing your teeth, though.
Like that. Is it though?
You just get into the routine of it.
I feel like it would be, but it's so much more complicated than brushing your teeth.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be after a year.
What if something's like going wrong or something like that?
Nah, you'd be a year in, you'd just be so used to whatever your upkeep and maintenance is that
I could do it,
having a Sandevistan installed would outweigh how annoying it is to have to give yourself a little bit of oil or whatever.
Yeah. For me, if it was like a mechanical arm and I could maintain it myself and I knew how to do it, then I'm okay with it. But something like, an eye or a chip in your brain where it's like I need software updates and shit. Yeah, like I'm not gonna, no, I don't want to do that because someone else has to, I'm reliant on someone else then to like maintain that and keep that up. And then also
that's like the whole point though, isn't it? That's the whole, software. That's like half of the plot is that reliance on your, whatever they're called, butchers or whatever they are.
Street docs.
Yeah.
Street surgeons.
Yep.
Which apparently is what I fucking went to see. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought I went to a real one.
To see. Yeah, Gary. Oh my God. That's one of the reasons why I'm like so terrified of the singularity, right? People be like, yeah, upload me. And I'm like, no, man. Because I just,
fuck like, that. For sure. No way.
Because you'd be stuck with no ability to leave.
Do a show
and
on it.
They're going to do the same bullshit that they do here. And suddenly you're going to be paying rent for a virtual space that doesn't even fucking exist. And you're with no way to leave. Fuck that.
That Black Mirror episode where she can't go outside of her county without, she shuts down and starts dying because they need to upgrade her warranty or whatever.
They have a show. They said the show is called Upload, which is when people die, they have their consciousness uploaded to essentially a colony.
Dude, I can't.
Yeah.
I have a friend, IRL, who is a lawyer. And he has been adamantly like, hook me up as soon as the singularity is a thing. For like 15 years that I've known him until recently where he's like, I'm starting to come around on that because I think you might be right about the subscription stuff. And I'm like, yes, my friend, if it were a thing, we'd be fucked. We'd be so screwed. There's no way they wouldn't, corporate bullshit that. Ugh.
And plus storage space too, right? Like, you run out of storage space eventually in some capacity.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
It's like how many terabytes, or who knows? I don't know how much storage is required for human consciousness.
Yeah, that's a whole other element too. And it obviously would be the same way that,
stuff like that. Maintenance.
Technology is now, corruption, maintenance, but also like imagine them going, this is how much data that we have to capture you as a person, and then what future variations they're able to compile more into the same amount of data. And so then you run into people that are like half people because they were one of the first adopters, right? And you're like, don't mind them.
This is a show, by the way.
Yeah, they're not.
I mean, we could. No,
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
So first and foremost, there is a show called Upload.
Oh yeah,
that exists.
I haven't seen it.
But what you're talking about is a Tablestory show.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I just like that's like half of a person, and you're like, don't mind them. They seem a little off because they were one of the first ones to be uploaded or whatever, and we couldn't put all of a human in one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Gone too.
Yeah, no way.
And then people that have like the super deluxe royal package.
Exactly. Yeah. But you had the super deluxe royal package that had included future updates or something like that, so that you as they were able to upload more of your consciousness, you would then get upgraded. But if you didn't do that, then you're just stuck being one of the fucking half-baked humans.
This sort of coincides with something that I think about for long-term space travel, which has always been, it would be easier for us, I think, to explore space if we did a 3D printer thing where we launched what is effectively 3D printers to a location and then
print ourselves at the other end.
Instead of a teleporter, that's like a different path. Instead of having teleportation technology or whatever.
What if we've already been uploaded, and that's why we all have mental health issues, because it's like weird degradation because our data isn't loaded correctly?
Yeah.
Could be.
It's an interesting thing about identity too, because like if you had iterations of yourself, what is your age? Your age is no longer described based on how many years you've been alive, but by iteration, right? Because you'd think like, well, what, and then does that feel weird? I just imagine humanity's conception of iterations would change. It wouldn't be scary anymore. It wouldn't be like, you'd just be like, oh, you're 2.0, right? Like that's how you would say like, how old are you? You would ask it like that, and people would be like, oh, I'm 2.5. And that's creepy and fun to think about too. Like,
was this our first question? How did we get onto this?
No, it's just,
we're just where it evolved.
Yep.
Where did we start going down this rabbit hole?
Yeah.
Should I get to the first question? Should I?
You can.
All right. First question comes from April Rain 888.
Never heard of her.
What just happened? Okay.
Yeah. If you were able to have physical Tablestory studio production space, what would you want to do? No budget, tech, location limit. What would the space look like? Giant empty warehouse, cozy D&D basement, or both?
I'd upload our consciousnesses into a fucking thing that is circling the sun, and then I would just have that run the entire thing, and then we would just be free to live our days.
Yeah.
In our physical bodies on beaches.
If the United States wasn't on fire, I would suggest Hawaii, because I very much love the tropical space and I'm a tropical baby. And if we were going to all if the three of us were going to move to one location together and do Tablestory, I would be like, please, let's do something warm and tropical.
I'm a huge fan of Hawaii.
I know you are. So I feel like Brad would be the only one we would need to convince.
Here's the downside for Hawaii is horrible internet.
Yeah. No, that's not true. You can get away with great internet, but the issue is importing stuff. So shipping stuff and all that.
We have unlimited budget though, right? In this hypothetical.
In this scenario. Yep. And also, I just think it would be quite the experience to go to the Lost Beach with Brad. I think that would be fun to just stand on the beach and be like, "Yo, this is where it happened."
Do you know what beach it was?
Yeah, it's I think it's
island?
Wait, I was gonna say it was Maui, but I actually don't think that's true. I think it's the other one with a K that no one ever goes to.
Kona?
Hold on. No, I love Kona, and no,
Hawaii?
it's Kona is Big Island.
Yeah,
it's not Kona. It's
Hawaii?
Someone help me. Yeah, I think you might be right. Actually, I think it might be that one.
Anyway.
Let me see. Lost Island.
Bro, I would just be in a hatch underground plugging numbers into a computer.
Oahu. We're wrong. We're both wrong. I'm just reading. Oh, they have tours and stuff. That's kind of fun. Why did I think that it? Oahu.
Oahu. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I was wrong.
I might have fucking been there.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's the island with North Shore, right?
I have no idea. I'd have to look.
I'm pretty sure I went to Oahu. Oahu has Waikiki and everything. Because I went to the Turtle Beach. Saw the giant turtles. And that was cool as shit. That was beautiful. What do you think the studio is like though?
Well, if it is in Hawaii, then I would imagine that it's just because Hawaii, you can get away with this, where it's a lot of the open, windows and doors and airspace, so that you get a lot of the fresh air and the sound of the jungle and shit. So I would imagine that it's like that, kind of modern-esque, but we'd have cool spots for D&D tables, streaming spots, and I don't know. That's probably as far as my. It
would just be one of those epic D&D setups that people have.
Yeah.
Just everything. The screens and the whatever. Everything's hooked up.
Yeah.
Mics.
Cujo begging to be a part of it. Can we have
absolutely,
a mod
Cuj. Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah, who do you think's building
budget?
this?
Dude, yeah.
You better start working now, Cujo. Yeah. We just want to have the option.
All the mods for real. Yeah, it would be, and then just a lot of room for people to come and stay, right? Players to come and be a part of the show. Man, that would be so cool if we had unlimited budget and we could be we'll fly you here to just play. Yep. No one would ever be late or miss an episode.
I love that was so high on your priority list.
We were paying you to be here. We've flown you here.
I love that you think it wouldn't happen somehow. It would magically, perfectly, hey, guess what? People are still missing fucking episodes, PB. It's not. Just because you have money doesn't solve everything.
I'm in Hawaii. Well, I feel like it would solve a lot.
Solve a lot.
Yeah.
Not everything.
Solve a lot, but not everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so something like that, I think. Yeah. Because if it is, unlimited and whatever we want, then I would definitely want to be somewhere tropical, I think.
What about you,
Brad? I can smell the salt water.
I'm perfectly happy with this plan.
Yes, perfect.
I don't know why you were like, I don't know, Brad would want to go to Hawaii.
Well, I don't know. I feel like you've never expressed interest in something like that. You've always said you wanted to go to like Spain or something.
Yeah.
The Hawaii and Spain are the same thing. It's warm. There's sunshine. Everything isn't gray.
Yeah. Now, if we realistically wanted to do this, like if we realistically all wanted to move to the same spot, I think it would be more like, Portugal or something like that, because they are free to let people, come in and do that. And so we could do that. But yeah, Hawaii would be the dream, I think.
I think about this shit all the time. This is one of those things that
this is your like,
this
man,
is my hey,
Yeah.
buddy. You need
Yeah.
to stop dreaming about this all the time.
Aw.
Like it's one of those
Yeah.
where I think about like, hey, if I win the lottery, I'm setting up this space.
Yeah.
Now, for me, the location is important, but I'm pretty open. I would go for several different possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool. Like Hawaii sounds great. I don't know if I'd get tired of it.
No.
That was the best vacation I ever had, was going there, and just the air, just breathing the air there. In when did we go? We went April and May, end of April, early May.
Spring.
So it wasn't super. It wasn't
Black's favorite time of year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't super hot yet, but it was still hot as fuck when we went there. It was still like 93.
Yeah.
And it just didn't matter because the wind takes out the humidity. Even though it's really humid there, it doesn't hang there. It's blown out because it's an island. So it felt great. But I'd also be cool with like Vancouver or like some places in Europe. Like I love Switzerland a lot. Even though that's landlocked pretty much, right? Like it's fully landlocked, right?
Yeah, Vancouver is an interesting one because it has it's like a hot spot for actors and stuff too. So like realistically, that's a good spot if you were gonna, for business wise, for Tablestory, being able to be like, oh yeah, let's, bring people to Vancouver. That makes sense too. But boy, Vancouver's expensive.
Yeah. I mean, this is unlimited budget.
Yes, this is unlimited. You're right.
What I would love is to have like an office building.
Yeah.
Essentially, a central office building and what is effectively a cul-de-sac around the office.
Yeah.
Where we could literally walk to the office.
Yeah.
And that's the studio.
Yeah, but I need the office to not be an office.
I think I do. I think
you want
I
an
do.
office?
I want an well, not like fluorescent lights and shit. I mean, we could do it up, but like I want a separate space from home that I walk to.
No, I
away from my
agree.
place where I live now. The only reason I do it here is because I have to. But like if I could work in an office space near home that was still pleasant and I didn't mind going there, that would be perfect for me. I want to go to a different building, and this is work.
Okay,
when
does
I'm in
it
this
need
building.
to be a different building, or could it be a separate floor? Like
I think a different building works the best for me.
If we were in like a Scottish castle or something.
I think for me, it just has to be. It has to be a different space. It has to. I have to feel like I'm going someplace. There's something to be said about working from home, and it's nice, but being like super close to work, in my opinion, for me is better.
Like walking distance?
Yeah, walking distance is better. Yeah. And I would just love that. I'd love to have like cul-de-sac situation, office building. I think about this stuff where it's like, hey, we've got a recording studio area. Yeah. We've got a play area, which is just, a nice big room that has a set that we can change the set around. Like, hey, if we have a tavern or we're doing a different show, we could actually have production designers and bring the set in and take the set out and have a sound stage effectively. It'd be a production
light changes
space.
And shit.
Yeah. Be a production space.
I've seen those like videos and stuff of people who will buy like an old town, like an old mining town that's been abandoned, and that it has appeal to me as well. Because if you did do one of those like old, Scottish castle towns or something like that, then you could do like the tavern has been redone to be the D&D space, right? And that's where you go to play and, whatever. And it's all set up for lights and things. But then you could have other buildings that are maybe designed maybe with more sci-fi in mind. So you're not like swapping sets out, but also it's set up to be like, you can come and visit without necessarily being on a Tablestory show and still go and play games and still do that stuff. And we've basically got our own little role play town.
I want I want a Tablestory community, because we talked about this shit a lot during COVID. But imagine if Dan and fucking Tuesday lived there and they just ran a fucking farm with animals and fucking fresh food, fresh produce and shit.
Yeah,
I'd love that. And
I would be one of the animals.
Yeah. And we just had a little community kitchen that effectively were like, hey, once a week, somebody will do somebody's gonna run a dinner party or some shit, and hey, I'm cooking, we're having a barbecue or whatever.
Those art spaces, right, where they basically do a warehouse for a bunch of independent artists, and then one person or two people will kind of be in charge of the food every other night, and then they switch off or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
It would effectively
the ultimate way to live is that we buy a fuck off great studio and then a bunch of houses around it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just move everyone into it.
Yep.
And exclusively live off of. I mean, we have unlimited budget, so we wouldn't even need to do it. It would just be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we just film it.
I'll tell you what, though. I thought about this where I was thinking, if I had enough money, would I still do shows? And I feel like the answer is yes. I really enjoy doing the shows. I really do. Even
I know the proof that I have always thought about that with myself is I've given up on everything else in my entire life. By now, I've never committed a decade to something like this, ever. And on it, we've never made money on it till this year. Right.
Yeah.
So it's when you sort of think, oh, this is what I would be like and this is what I would do, but you're never really sure. The proof for me is that I've never actually stopped doing this.
Yeah.
This is genuinely something I think I would continue doing, even if you just gave me billions.
Yeah. Well, so that's an interesting thing too, because I've thought about that, right? Because every once in a while you do this check-in with yourself of if I quit my job, what would my life look like? What would I be doing if I got a tiny home, right? And I just fucked off into oblivion. What would my life look like? I would still want space to run a show. I still want to be able to do that. So that's how this is something that you should be doing or really want to be doing, is if it's part of your escape fantasy too, right? If you're yeah, man, I'd love to be able to run 1 or 2 shows a week for the rest of my life.
Yeah. I would love to not have to do these, these shill show type situations where I'd love to put all of my effort into 1 show a week and make that the best show that I possibly could.
Yeah.
And have, I would love to have production staff and stuff.
Yeah.
Working on that and having the mods and stuff. What I also think about too is if I had that situation where we had our cul-de-sac and it was essentially a gated community around the office. The office could still potentially be a place where we could have guests or visitors or something come in and be hey, do you want we have a live audience, we have people that get tickets or whatever. And,
oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. And it's hey, you have access to this little area or whatever, but everything else is gated off. You can't come to our house or anything like that.
Yeah,
but, I think that would be fun. Where we could just have a live audience come in and watch stuff, or we have special events and it's we're opening up our office on, 1 day a month or something, or we're doing a community thing where it's hey, do you want to, where it's almost like a mini con.
Yeah.
Like a mini con space.
That would open up other stuff too, like the ability to, to play board games and share board games with each other. I mean, we can technically do that with Tabletop Simulator, but it's not the same.
Right.
So if we were to do board game content like that, it would be fun to be able to film it properly, which I feel like that kind of shit would get me back into photography in a way that I've just been kind of meh about. So yeah, that would be fun. setting that stuff up. I actually think I would really enjoy doing that. I think Brad would maybe enjoy doing that too. Setting up the like cameras and the angles and the shots and stuff and the lighting. Oh my God, Brad, we would have so much fun.
we have a crazy amount of experience between the three of us.
Yeah,
I used to work
crazy amount.
What the fuck, actually, yeah.
I used to work at the YouTube studio in Google, and it was just lighting other people's stuff constantly.
Yeah,
and it was actually kind of fun.
In that moment, I was like, "Oh my God, I think we would love that. We'd have so much fun." And I'd be like running in with the the fake blinds. I'd be like, "Where can we put these?" And then put the lights so that the blinds show up behind them because it's my favorite thing ever. And I'd just be trying to convince.
And
Brett
when you're
in every shot possible,
when you're photographing a wedding or lighting someone else's YouTube video, it's fine. But when you're doing your own shit, it's fun.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing, because your passion is ignited.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we would all enjoy it.
I'd have so much fun. That would be, I think the immersion level that could be achieved with matched lighting is something we've talked about multiple times now in Tablestory, where we're like, man, if we could just send people the same lights to be able to control and then change the lighting, like as a GM to be able to switch everybody's light to red while they're sitting there.
All the production stuff, honestly, like audio setups and everything.
Yeah.
Like, if we had,
it'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine everyone at the table has like a Go XLR.
Yes.
With preloaded.
We set up
everything.
Oh my God.
The D&D tables, right?
Yeah.
With the different sides and whatnot to them. I think I think I've seen the Critical Role one, and it's really weird because of the way that their cameras are set up. But imagine having that with the drawer effectively, and you had buttons for FX that you wanted to turn on. Like cave or because we have that a lot.
Or you just hire someone who's fucking wicked at it. Who knows innately how to do it for you, and
like,
you just
they're
GM.
In a cave, and then they're doing.
You're GMing at 100% power without having to worry about production, and you say we're in a cave, and the fucking whole room turns into a cave, basically.
But see, I want to do that. I would kill to do that. I would kill to do that for either.
Well, you could. Yeah, that's the thing. You could do it if you wanted.
I would have so much fun. I would just be like, we're in a cave. Let me just
even setting it up.
We're in a dream world right now, PB. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
Okay.
We have unlimited. We have unlimited cash.
Unlimited blood.
We have unlimited blood. Apparently, I do have unlimited blood. I've been bleeding for 2 weeks.
I was thinking about that joke earlier, bro.
Holy shit!
Trying to find a way to work it in.
Man, that'd be so fun.
It's really fun. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Yeah.
Having unlimited blood.
Speaking of which, I'm still here, but I do have to walk around the room a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say walk,
you mean
crawl.
I'll be 2 minutes.
Yeah, no.
And if I come back and we haven't hit that next topic, I'm gonna be fuming. Okay.
Yep.
Fuming.
It's a topic that Brad desperately wants to talk about too.
What is it? Oh,
our favorite things to cook.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not coming back.
Yeah. He hates it. Hates it already.
Yeah. I think about this stuff all the time though. I built stuff in The Sims to have this space.
Okay, first of all, I need to see that, and
I don't think
I've
got it anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you'll just have to boot up a new game, so we can see what you do.
As soon as I just get over my Crimson Desert addiction.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen.
Oh my God.
Never gonna happen.
The game is so good and so long.
Yeah.
I'm at like 150 hours.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Crazy.
That's really good. Hey, did you read Project Hail Mary while Brad is gone? We can talk about books for a second.
I didn't, but my uncle sent me an email to go watch the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which I thought was fun.
I'm sorry, that's adorable. Yeah, your uncle sends you an email to be like, hey, I saw this movie and you need to go. You really need to go and see it.
Because my uncle was one of the people that really encouraged me when I was doing computer animation when I was a kid. He was one of the people, because I got really into special effects and movies and stuff. And he would go to the special effects movies with me, like Independence Day, and because I loved Independence Day back in the friggin' 90s when Independence Day came out. It was one of the first movies I felt like where a lot of the shots that were CGI, you couldn't tell if it was practical effects or CGI.
We will not go quietly into the night.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm back.
Hello. Welcome back.
We get any money?
We did. Thank you so much, Anonymous, for the hundo.
God.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
We at the halfway point?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
We're getting there. But yeah, it was one of those first movies. So he was big into like joining me for those big special effects movies. I remember when we went to see, I think it was probably the first Lord of the Rings movie.
Yeah.
I think I went with him. And
what a crazy.
I said, gift. This is this generation Star Wars.
Yeah. Yep.
And he took it with like a grain of salt. And then like a few years later, he's like, you were right.
Yeah. Yep.
He didn't have the same emotions in that first movie. He was like, no, that was, he's not like tuned in, like to like what's really going on. He just kind of mostly sees it at face value. But I think it was always cool how he supported me with that. Okay, next question. This comes from Fail. What are your favorite things to cook or buy if you can't cook?
Oh, fuck yeah. There you go, Brad.
I can cook some meals now.
I'm sorry. I was giving you a hard time.
I've been cooking my own meals for years because of my horrific, debilitating intolerances. They're still shit comparatively, probably, to other people who care about food.
Let's run through some of your staple meals.
Yeah.
Do you have like a grocery list when you go to the store?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, do you have a set list of things that you always buy when you go to the grocery store?
I have but I don't. Several meals that I just live off of like a prisoner that I just repeatedly make just over and over again. But I am about to embark upon a new meal.
Okay. What is this new meal?
I played the Legends of Oscara. I played the Legends of Oscara intro music in my head when you said that.
I have been basically in a prison cell. What's going on with this computer this week?
No idea.
Something's very wrong with my computer.
Do you know how quickly the bottom of my stomach fell out because I thought Streamlabs crashed for a second?
Oh yeah.
Drink a glass of water.
So I've been living practically in a prison cell, right? So I've been at the behest of like Liam. Just, hey Liam, are you eating food? Can I have some? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Please,
and Liam's a pretty good cook. He enjoys cooking. He enjoys food. So I've just been eating a lot of meals that like he eats or whatever. But I was thinking about a meal that I really loved. There was this Thai restaurant near my second apartment that I lived in Brighton, and they did this meal called Pad Prik Thai Dum, and the way they cooked it was so unbelievably good. And then they closed down at some point, and I just assumed that it was over. You know, I was like, oh, I can never get it again.
Yeah.
Until a week ago when I went, oh, I'm going to cook that myself. You know, I can just.
And did you do it?
Well, no, because I've only been able to sort of physically. I think I can currently, probably today, for the first time, I went to a store, and I bought like 2 things, and then I got out.
Yeah.
Now, legally, should I be driving around in this car? I think we can all agree no. But am I going to go fucking completely crazy if I spend one more day inside? Yes. So I'm driving the car around. If I die, I die. I don't care. So that's one thing I'm going to cook soon. So I looked up a recipe because there's a few things that it gets difficult when you have a bit of an intolerance that's as weird as mine. Like I've lost a lot of really annoying random things like curry and stuff. So me and Liam were talking yesterday about he was looking at a curry and we were trying to figure out a way to make it that I can eat it sort of thing. But I'm not very exploratory with food. My sort of go-tos, I will cook a chili. I quite like the chili that I make.
Yeah.
There is a version of chili.
Good. I made it. Right?
Yeah, soup.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that soup. Yeah, not the chili, the soup.
You made the soup that I make. I've been making soups because I've got a soup maker. I make varying chicken meals, but I make a sort of butter chicken thing that I had it today because it's pretty easy and quick to make. So those tend to be. I'll make a steak thing as well. Like there's a couple of different steak things that I've tried to make. I figured out how to make tteokbokki. So I eat that when I have a migraine.
It's like spicy Korean rice cakes.
Yeah, and fish cakes in it's gochujang, but I have to manually make the gochujang.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, you just did a stream.
It's been the running gag though, Brad, while you've been away.
Yeah,
we've had some kind of food topic.
I've been in and out the cooking stuff. So for me, it's not. It's not impressive, but I think I'm the right person to start this conversation off and then shut the fuck up. My ability to cook up until now has not been great, but I've been cooking almost every single night for the last 2 or 3 years, or 2 years I think now, for myself, because I can't order anything. I can't really eat much that is available, outside of what I can control going into the food.
Yeah.
The only problem for me is that I have no interest in food. I have no passion for it. I can't really taste things very well either. I think I have a slightly reduced sense of taste and smell. So I'm just not interested in it. That whole passion thing we were just talking about. I just don't give a fuck. For me, it's the same. The exact same feeling. Me eating a meal is the exact same feeling as gassing the car up. That is literally it. It's just oh fuck, I need to go and do this. Yeah. And then I go there and I put the thing in it and I wait and then I put it back and then I get in it and drive off again. That's me eating dinner. For real. Yeah. And I eat in a very aesthetic way. I eat like a prisoner. I can eat the same thing pretty much every single day forever. I'm not too bothered. Now, Wax Steven is the opposite, and we've had this conversation
and I'm in the
billion times over the years, but I don't mind. I think I'm improving in my cooking, and I have been exploring a bit more with different foods and tastes and stuff, but it's just not my bag,
Yeah.
But it probably is saving my life that I'm having to cook my own, because I would just live off of burger and chips forever.
Yeah.
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips, mate.
Yeah.
Every week. What about you, PB?
I think I'm in between the two of you. So there is a side of me that will just that could eat the same shit every day for the rest of my life and be happy with it, or moods where I'm like, if I could just have a pill that gave me all the vitamins,
I'll do
all
that.
the things that the body needs, I'd just do it.
Give me that pill.
But then I also there is a genuine enjoyment for making food that I like sometimes. So I will just float between those two spaces.
We're not talking about sweets, right? Like cakes and stuff either. We're just talking about
why not both?
Normal meals.
Well, yeah, why not? Why not both?
Okay, because I do enjoy sweets and cakes and stuff.
Yeah.
And that does change
baking.
Baking. I don't enjoy.
Oh, okay.
I don't enjoy any of this stuff.
Yeah.
Baking's harder than cooking, because baking is like science.
Baking is science, and it's
you really fuck it up, and it's like, this is fully ruined. Whereas you fuck up like a normal dinner, and you go, it's a little whatever, this is fine. Yeah. You can eat it.
There's a lot more experimentation that I feel like I can do when I'm cooking. I don't follow a recipe. I still am very mad that I made the best pumpkin pie I've ever had in my life, but I was just winging it and I didn't write it down what I did, and I will never have it again, and that kills me. I've done that multiple times and I still don't learn. And
there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, nothing.
Whereas if that was like a lasagna, you could just throw shit at the wall and it would eventually work.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But yes, you can experiment more. But if you fuck around and find out with baking and you're like, what I think would be really good in here is a little bit of, brown sugar. No, you've ruined everything. You can't do that with baking like you can. Well, you can, as long as you know the ratios and the science behind your 1 to 3 to whatever. But still, who wants to do all that fucking math and
I never ever do it. I've never done it with anything in my entire life, and I never fucking will.
I don't really do it with the most of the baking stuff. I'm still kind of sure, whatever, this is close enough or it'll be fine. And I'm okay with how it turns out, but it's bread.
If it's for me,
you really have to worry about, Yeah, oh yeah. If it's for other people, then I will, probably take it a little bit more seriously. But like, I know how to like, to make a Japanese milk bread or something like that.
It is a bit different when it's for yourself. Like the fear is not in you. Whereas if you bake or cook for someone else, you're like, I gotta.
If it's for somebody else, I don't want to fuck it up. Like I want them to enjoy it, and I probably would be less experimental with certain flavors and things like, whereas I know, like, you logically know, oh yeah, honey glaze on a pork belly is fine. Like, that's great. People will like that. But, some of the other experimental stuff I'll do where I go, that feels like that would be a fun flavor combination. I'm not going to do that to somebody without trying it first, Like, that's something that I would like. But I like making cinnamon. So my favorite things to make are, like, cinnamon buns or bread, even though I can't eat enough of it, like I'd eat the whole thing, and I just like, I can't eat enough of it to make it frequently as I would enjoy making it. Like if we had the Tablestory community commune situation, I would just bake a bunch of fucking bread and shit, and people could just like come and take it, because I don't want to eat it all, but I do enjoy making it and smelling it and whatever, and having one or two, but
there's nothing
I can't
like
have all the whole
smell.
thing.
There's nothing that like that smell,
so
that fresh baked bread smell.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's very, very, very lovely. And then what is it? Just like favorite things to cook or buy if you can
eat bread.
Yeah.
It has to be a specific kind, and you have to use a specific kind of flour, though, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The starching agent is the only thing.
So
you can't use cornstarch.
Yeah, and what are your staple foods, PB, and what are your favorite things to cook?
I don't
or buy.
I don't know if I have like rotating staples where for months I will, make something. When I think more staples, it's like something I could do, like if you guys were coming to visit, I know what I would make because I've made it enough times that like I'm very good at that, and I'd be like, okay, yeah, I can do that, and that'd be fine. But I wouldn't necessarily consider that a staple for me to eat, or something that I make all the time, like throughout the week or whatever. But I do like a good lasagna. I do like a good chili to make, because chili is fun to experiment with. You can change things every once in a while, and and that's fun. I like that experimentation process. Can't go wrong with steak. But my favorite thing to buy that I don't make myself, that I will splurge on, is sushi. I very much, and I usually do. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God. Well. Yeah, absolutely.
Once I realized that, like, when I lived in Brighton, there were quite a few sushi places that I could just order from. But when I moved back up here, there was nowhere good in this fucking place. It sucks. Until I noticed there was one place, but I have to drive there. And I was like, well, if I'm going to drive there, it feels like I can justify the money.
Yeah, might as well. Gonna sit down and enjoy it. There is a place locally here that I will go and have, solo dinner, solo lunch type situation, because it's just so good and they don't care. They're very chill. I will say,
I don't think anybody cares if you solo and you go.
Oh,
as long as you patronize their business.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it's like people say that it's weird, but I'll go with a book and just enjoy lunch and sushi lunch. Can I tell you a funny, embarrassing story?
I think we need it now.
Okay, so I went to this sushi place that I go to all the time, and I order, right, and we'll pick up sushi, but I went with my friend. So the friend who likes the Singularity and his wife, I shot their wedding ages ago, right? So I went recently, like a couple months ago, and the fucking waitress who's been there for years comes out when she hears me and goes, and starts telling me, I haven't seen you in forever, but she doesn't speak English very well. So she's basically just outing the fact that I'm a fucking hermit, in front of my friends, just it's been like a year. Where have you been? All this stuff. And I'm just like, oh, cool. I never leave my house, actually. So sorry. That was a fun experience. But she knew my order as well. Listen, okay,
fair enough. My favorite things to cook
This is going to be a dissertation, by the way. This is going to be.
Let's go.
This, honestly, he could write, I truly believe, like a full university dissertation.
Yeah.
On his favorite things to cook, his favorite foods, why, how, the cultural impact, the personal impact.
Yeah.
And then there's me,
like
who
Cillian Murphy's radio show from his basement.
that way he's got his own, all his hand-picked songs, and he talks about the difference between whack, like. You ever see that show Hannibal where it was Mads Mikkelsen playing him and he's like he's cooking up? That's whack in the kitchen, and then it would smash cut to me, and there was a point where I was making chocolate chip cookies for myself, and I was just biting the chocolate and spitting it into the bowl to size.
You didn't want to cut it.
No one else was going to eat it, and it was going to get cooked, so it was all good. I
just want to do the dishes.
I just couldn't be bothered to break it out, so I was just biting it off to size and spitting it into the bowl.
Absolute
and I mixed it up
savage.
and put it in. The difference between us is in Wack's answer coming up.
Okay, food staples that I've been doing lately. I've been making Korean beef bowls lately.
Yes, bulgogi.
Which I do with ground beef and usually like green peppers. And
you did that like firecracker chicken. I'm getting ahead of myself. That looks good. Whatever that was that you cooked.
Yeah, I don't do that too often. I will because I got fucking acid reflux, so I just can't eat super spicy stuff all the time. But Korean beef bowls, I've been making often, which has kind of been good portion control for me, because it's like, oh, this is gonna fit perfectly in this bowl, and I can also ration it out. I bought a bunch of like glass Tupperware. Effectively to just do some like portion control, because that's my real problem is my body's just like, you put it on the plate, we're eating it, you know, because that's the way I grew up. My father was like, you put it on the plate, you're gonna eat it, you know.
It's also living alone. Living alone is a whole different ball game for portion control. It's impossible because nothing comes, so you just pack out the plate and you're like, oh well, I guess I'll eat an insane amount.
I guess I'll eat the whole
what else am I gonna do with it?
So I've been doing Korean beef bowls, which is ground beef. It's pretty simple. Green peppers, gochujang. Instead of they want you to use like chili flakes, and I don't really like the texture of chili flakes, so like I just put gochujang in there, and I make a sauce for it, and cook the beef that way. And then I serve it with sesame seeds and green onion on top. So that's been a staple. I do. I also like will get when I cook for myself. I don't put half as much effort in. I hate cooking for myself. I hate it. I hate cooking for myself. I hate cleaning for myself. When I host any sort of party or anything like that, I go all out. I love that shit. I enjoy that very much.
Becomes full Italian.
Yes.
Yep.
It activates the blood. The fucking the blood activates, dude. If I see anybody like slightly unhappy when I'm hosting, I'm like I gotta fix this shit. What's going on? Yeah. So yeah. So like I have to.
I thought the way PB reacted there, I thought she was gonna. I didn't know what was gonna happen, but I thought some sort of insane joke was about to come out of her mouth. So it's a different story. So I keep things relatively simple when I'm cooking for myself. So another thing that I'll make typically, which is again like food prep, is I'll usually buy like chicken breast, or sometimes I'll buy chicken thighs, and I will I have some like pre-made like Cajun spicing, and I'll just
Cool Runnings.
What? I don't remember the reference from the movie.
No, it's a type of the spice that you can get.
So the grocery store that I go to, they have proprietary. They just have like a wall of proprietary spices, and I'll just buy those because they're like big.
Damn, middle class, man.
So I'll buy that, and I'll just marinate that with some olive oil and the spices, and I'll throw that in the air fryer. And then
this better be hilarious, Brad. Whatever you're cooking up right now.
I'm not cooking up anything. I'm actually trying to figure out what is going on with my computer.
Oh, okay.
My computer was freaking out on Tuesday.
And then you started to immediately do something in Photoshop.
No.
That's what it looked like.
I'm not kidding when I tell you I'm installing Brave browser because I am testing a theory. Yeah. But it wasn't working. In the middle of the last second, the show was going crazy. My stream was going nuts. So I was
saving Brad during the last second.
Yeah, he actually did save a bit of that show, but it didn't fix it properly, and whatever. And carry on. So boring.
Anyway, so sorry, Whack. Yeah,
no, it's okay. So I'll make that, and then I'll get veggies. You know, like I'll get some asparagus and broccoli or whatever, and I'll just kind of mix it up with some rice or.
Broccoli is so good. Yeah. You can have it so many different ways. I love broccoli.
Breakfast is usually either yogurt with like nuts and berries, and some like chia seeds and stuff, or typically I will make like I have my one meal that I make from my keto days that I still love: sausage, eggs, broccoli, peppers. I'm forgetting something. Sausage, eggs, peppers, broccoli, tomatoes, and that's just a nice little stir fry that I'll make. For breakfast. And that's usually like when I have something important that day. I'll usually do that because that gives me like good energy for the whole day. So that's a staple. What?
I just am thinking like that's shit I should also do, but I don't. That doesn't even factor in. I should go like,
I think about that stuff as well.
I should definitely make something big for breakfast, but I don't.
I do it the day before. Whatever I'm eating the day before, it can affect me the day after.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
I'll do that. A recent one that I sent you a recipe for is I also make a high protein, like Cajun chicken pasta. So I started buying, I got Durham wheat pasta, which is like higher protein.
That's what I eat. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's higher protein. So I've been making that with the
But he's muscles.
Yep. Chicken and mushrooms and pasta, and that's been good. I put some feta on that. Favorite foods to cook? If I have people over, I go all out. So I'll usually find out what people like that are coming over, and I'll try and make something that will sort of make as many people happy as possible. And I'll try and make like something special. So like I might do like an apple pie or or some kind of baked thing as well. I'm very much a frozen meal person. I mean, hey, listen, some people just can't be asked to cook for themselves. I'm like, I don't really like doing frozen meals, but what I have been getting are pa chung, the scallion pancakes, the Korean scallion pancakes. I've been getting those recently. But that's about it. I don't usually make frozen meals. I can't. Yeah. I don't like them.
You know what else I really like to get? Like if we're going somewhere and I find out it's on the menu, I'm very tempted to just like throw any preconceived ideas of what I was going to have for dinner out the window. Mussels. I don't know if either of you enjoy seafood that much. Holy shit, dude. Mussels. I didn't have
Disgusting.
them until...
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah.
The little shell with some snot inside?
I don't know if they're inside. I think it's just like on the shell.
There's different... There's different kinds.
You shouldn't be eating that. Dude. You know you shouldn't.
Okay. But I recently had it, I want to say for the first time a couple years ago. And I was like, Jesus Christ, this is so good. It was in garlic and black bean sauce. Kip. Huh?
There's a common like Italian American thing that like all Italian American families make, which is mussels fra diavolo. Which is like spicy mussels. Effectively.
I don't think it was that. I had it at a Thai place and it was like black bean sauce and something, garlic, and it was like, holy shit, this is so good. Cool.
So I like what they'll make typically at our family get-togethers is somebody will make like clams. They'll make breaded clams.
I don't think I've ever had that.
Yeah, so my father simultaneously loves it and hates it because of the work that you have to do this.
Yeah.
And you have to clean the clams really well. And he saves the shells so he doesn't have to go get and clean these shells again, like from scratch. Because when you do it, you have to really fucking clean them, or else you get like little sand granules in the clams.
Wow. Okay,
so you have to scrub the fuck out of these things. So he will simultaneously despise it, but also he loves it. So it's this horrific. I'll hear it all fucking day when we have like some kind of family get together. Yeah, I made the clams. Oh my god, I had to clean them. I've been doing this all day. Oh my god. He's talking about it the whole day. Complaining. And then he'll ask everyone, do you like the clams? I made them. The whole time. Like, Dad, they know that you made them. You brought them. There's only like 10 of us here.
Yep.
Like,
you do it every time.
We get it. No, but it takes a while, you know.
It's you.
Yep.
Yeah. That's good.
That's hilarious. But yeah, like if I have people over, I'll try and make something that makes them happy. I'm notorious. I'm slow though when I cook, so everybody's fucking starving to death by the time the food comes out. So I feel like no matter what I serve, they kind of just gonna be like, "Yeah, it was great.
Like, yeah, that's great. That's fantastic."
Like I've been waiting for 3 hours, dude. So that'll happen. Because I'm a perfectionist, so that's why like when I cook some stuff, I'm gonna be making it for a while, but it'll come out good because I'm sitting there and I'm like staring at the food, like, did I fucking do this right? And take like so much longer than it should take.
Oh my god!
At least twice as long. When I read like the prep times sometimes for recipes, and they're like, yeah, this takes 10 minutes. I'm like, maybe for fucking you, but
yeah,
those are always a
lie. Yeah, those are always a lie.
Yep, never fails.
Always a lie.
Thank you everybody so far for the tips. If you haven't noticed, I've made some changes on the overlay there. You'll notice we've got a trailer to potentially show you if we hit the halfway point. And
what?
Yes. And we also have the overcooked goal, which is if we hit the top goal for the day.
We're gonna regret that. I feel like.
Yep, definitely.
Yep. Especially after hearing you explain your process in the kitchen. Brad and I are in big trouble.
The best part is I'm not gonna be the chef. I will be like one of the other jobs and judging one of you fuckers.
I don't know enough about the game to know what is there.
Yeah,
but
I don't know either.
If it's the game that I'm thinking of, and I really have not looked, then it is the thing where you take different roles in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So like somebody's...
Oh, he's going to be fuming the whole time. You need to be using the reticuli knife. You're using the wrong knife for the bread. We're going to be like, I don't know. They look like knives. They're sharp.
Oh, dude. I'll tell you a story. I don't want to tell it on stream because I don't have permission. But I'll tell you. I'll tell a story. Well, because it involves somebody else, and I don't want to speak for them.
What did you do to the
Nothing. It's fine. It's fine.
Went full Gordon Ramsay on someone,
like,
for sure.
No,
like,
or it has to deal with knives.
It does. Using the wrong knife in the kitchen.
Someone.
But
God.
I was worried they were going to hurt themselves. Okay, that was the only reason, because I was watching them cut, and I'm like, holy shit, they're gonna fucking cut their fucking fingers off.
Oh, dude, yeah, I can't handle watching people do that. I watched a TikTok video where someone was cutting something. They were like holding it like this, and like their finger was out, and they were chopping like this, and it was crazy to watch, dude.
Yeah, I can't handle that.
I hate it too. Yeah, my OCD can't deal with that.
Yep.
It was scaring me, so I was like, that's not like. It's not a chef's knife. It would probably be easier if you cut it this way. Like I was trying to be nice, but like I'm was seriously worried that this person was going to cut themselves.
Yeah.
So that was the only reason. Thank you so much for the tips, everybody. Thank you. Shadow,
Holy
thank you.
Shit!
Yes. Thank you, Shadow, for the thank you, Shadow, for the hundo. Thank you. Orobos, thank you for the 20. Abe Hannum, thank you so much for the 200. Thank you.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I just like look over. We're not at the trailer, and now I look over and we're like way over.
Yes,
yeah,
What the hell? Thanks, guys.
I can't even see it either. I don't have the thing up, so I'm just watching the stream like everyone else.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah. So should we show the trailer right away?
Yes.
Okay.
Or yes, I was gonna say we could then talk about the next topics and then do.
We could talk about the next topics, or we could do the trailer now.
I say we do the trailer now.
Let's do I want to see it.
Now. It's good.
All right. I shall do this. All right. I have to do this manually. Let me mute everything.
Plays it coy, my bundle of joy. She's the one I've been dreaming of. I'm overjoyed, 'cause boy, she's my gal.
So good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So in case you were wondering what's coming up next, this is Brad's way to not GM. GM it for as little as possible.
I am so glad that I plan, because it does seem like I came up with that because of the state I'm currently in.
Yeah.
Definitely did.
But I told you guys about this ages ago.
True. You did.
You did. You know I did. This has been my plan for a little while, because I mean, we'll get into it another time, but I really like the idea of there is a game that I used to play in school, and I don't know if everyone played this or not, or if it's a common thing, but essentially what you would do is you would write a sentence and then fold the piece of paper over, and you would just leave the last word, and then you hand it to someone and they write a sentence, and then you fold it over and leave the last word, and then everyone goes around, they write a sentence, and then at the end of it, it's called something like it has like a weird name apparently, but it past the story is is what it's like most commonly known as, but it does have a really weird name. I forget what it is. I'll look it up in a second.
They have it in art as well, where it's a
similar
thing.
Draw a third and then
a third of a page.
That's right. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that.
So I thought it would be really fun to just try and do that here, in some way. But not only with just like experienced DMs, but people that have never DM'd and stuff, so this isn't just going to be like a bunch of familiar DMs. There are people that are going to be in this 8-week run who have never DM'd before, have never attempted anything like this.
The bravery.
They just have to pick up from the previous week and then DM the three of us through an 8-week show.
Not only is that like super brave, but what a brave thing to do when it's a show as well, because there's holy shit, dude, I can't imagine doing that.
It's very scary. And this was sort of a concept that I came up with a little while ago, and I thought that could be fun to do. Is it a good idea to do it on a Friday? Probably not. We're going to do it anyway, because when else are we going to do it? And then I was in hospital and then laying in bed for 3 weeks, and have I really had a chance to plan this upcoming show or do it? No. I've been laying around feeling awful. So luckily it does mean that I haven't had to prep anything for me to GM, fully. But on the flip side, it is wrangling 8 cats in a way that I've never had to wrangle before. It's just pure logistics. And
this is just a PB show.
It's just a PB show. And so that's what we're going to do starting next week. Hopefully if I can get it all done in time. So we're gonna pass the table story.
Yeah,
we're gonna pass the table story. All three of us will be players, and then we're just gonna see what happens. Honestly, chaos. I don't know. It's beyond this concept what this looks like. Like I really just don't know, because I'm just gonna hand the whole thing over to just 8 different random people at varying different levels of even understanding of when, like what this process is, which I think is very fun. And if you think it's going to be fun to watch, then tune in next week for the first one, and throw some cash at us, and we'll let the chaos reign. And I don't have to GM, I can just play.
Yep.
100% the real reason.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the thing is, I still have to run the production, and my computer doesn't work. So this is a perfect timing, really, for whatever is going on currently with my entire setup. And I can definitely fix it because I know how to fix it and have the physical means.
We believe.
There you go. Pass the table story. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you, Brad. Next question. What in-world mechanic would you like to see made in real life? Example, Defend the Gates board game with all the castle pieces, some sort of PBU / Otherworld tie-in tarot card set. This question may have been asked in the past. Move along if so. Thank you for the permission, Glitchy Wheel. Thank you.
I mean, Defend the Gates tower defense mobile game would be absolutely popping. Because it's already a mobile game.
Yeah.
You did it. Just upgrading stuff, but like Clash of Clans. Did it specifically say physical?
No, it just said what show / in-world mechanic would you like to see made in real life? So I don't know if real life omits video games from the options.
Yeah. It's hard to think of, really, because I can't remember all of our shows. I'm going to pull up the wiki.
Some.
Go on, Em.
Yeah. Jack Stone, I think would be super fun to have, like a cool little
Dave's got one. He made his own.
Yep.
But we're talking...
I'm not that crafty.
We're talking about what in-show / in-world mechanic would you like to see made in real life? So if the Jack Stone's made in real life, you want to see...
It would function as one.
Yeah, function as one. I think I'm taking it to mean that they want to see like something that is from that world outside, like a real thing. The tarot deck is pretty cool, but the idea that it, would work changes that for me. So,
can I have my Lancer?
Cool. Like, oh my God. Yes. The other ones that immediately came to mind, hold on, and my brain like just spaced. The Jack Stone, Gone, which it was done, right? The Gone thing,
Hex.
the octagon, octahedron. Yeah, there you go. But it's a music box.
One of these boxes over here somewhere. So if I hit all of them, it might go off.
Yeah. So that, and then that was done, and then what else?
The club from Leech.
The club
we
from
own
Leech
it.
Would be crazy.
We become club owners. That'd be
the worst. The worst
so bad.
job
None of us
ever.
would show up.
Yeah.
We'd all be in bed.
Yeah.
The idea of going to a club alone these days would...
I don't think of going to a club at all these days.
I hate it so much. I detest it. The concept of getting dragged to a club.
Yeah.
Like any friends that were just like, yeah, let's go to a club. It's my birthday. Oh, fuck. I have to say yes then, you asshole.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Okay. So I know that you just went into a large thing of like why it would suck if somebody was like, oh, it's my birthday. But what if I told you, Wax Steven, that I've never been clubbing, and would you go with me?
No, he wouldn't. I'm answering for him just because I know that he doesn't want to be rude. He's not fucking going with you to a club. And also, you're past it. You can't go to a club either.
No.
You fucking
I got dragged to one like, and I didn't know I was going. This was, there was like, what is effectively like a birthday crawl that I went to a friend years ago. I haven't been to a club in many years.
I mean, I have for like shows, like to go see a band or something like that. I mean, technically, but not like
counts.
Oh, it definitely counts. Yeah. I feel like I've been into the environment, but just not for the sake of like the clubbing experience.
I went to like a New York City club.
Yeah,
like a
this is
like
Toronto, so close.
Everybody's trying to fuck each other. Like this is a club.
Yeah.
And I was not dressed for it. I got fucking dragged into. I'm like, why are we going here? Oh, we just we want to go in for a little bit. We just want to have a drink. I'm like, cool. So we're spending like
$50 just to get in the door.
Yeah, we're spending like $20 cover charge, and then we're paying double for drinks.
Yeah.
Cool. This is fun. Like, I didn't know, and I spent like way too much money. I'm like, I did not want to spend any fucking money doing this.
Yeah.
Horrible. Like I'm like, am I supposed to fucking dance? Like, what the fuck am I doing here?
I love dancing. That's the only reason why I would go. But Brad's right. A, back is destroyed at the moment, and then B, I just like missed the window, right? You know, like
you're too old. There's nothing more cringe than
it's so
there's nothing.
Instantaneous with that.
The thing is, I spent a good portion of my life in clubs.
Yeah.
There is nothing more cringe when you're like 20 than to see a 30-year-old in the club.
Yeah.
A 30-year-old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If we roll up to a club right now,
no way, dude. We'd be like,
unbelievable.
Shit wouldn't even start until 11. We'd be like, this was a horrible idea. I remember how I felt the last show I went to, guys, where I was like, I'm too old for this shit.
However, you know, I do think that like there is something to be said about like bucket list stuff. You only live once. So if you ever want to do some MDMA and go clubbing, you know who to
You'll
call.
take me? You'll go?
We'll go.
Okay.
It's the best experience you can ever have.
I don't know if I would enjoy it, but I did miss the window
because you'd quite literally be neurologically
drugs would trick your brain.
Enhanced in a way that you would love it so much, and all you can do is love everything and dance. Because genuinely a great experience.
What you see if you've watched, Brad,
keep going, Brad.
You remember that Ted Lasso episode, right?
The one where the guy goes out by himself.
Beard goes. Yeah.
That.
That is the way you imagine yourself at the club.
That's
the scene that you imagine. But everybody else sees it completely differently.
Yeah.
It's like when you think you can dance when you're drunk, you know? And you're just like.
But this is the thing: is that there is a difference between like you are John Hamm in the meme in the club.
Yeah.
And you're just living it and loving it because you've got nothing left to do. And it doesn't really matter what you look like because it's for you. I
don't care about that stuff. Yeah.
And whether you can get over the fact that from everyone else's perspective, you're the most cringeworthy thing in there.
Yeah, I don't care about that either.
There is a line. But if you can.
Yeah.
And it's drugs. Drugs will get you there.
Well, when I came here to like the Toronto area and stuff, and when I was kind of like, oh, and I've never actually been clubbing. Mergs is over it, right? She's like, oh, we could go, but I don't really want to go. And I'm like, I'm not really like die hard. I have to go and do this, so I'm not gonna, make her go and do that. But yeah. She was like, one day we'll do it. I'm like,
we'll go one day. Man. Well, I mean, so our answer is what? The Leech Club?
Yeah, the Leech Club.
Question.
That was a very roundabout answer.
But roundabout way to answer that.
Yeah.
What else, though? What other cool shit?
I mean, it's just like all the magic items and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. I'd okay. See, because my answer changes if it's real. Like, I would love to see a prop or a replica. Like, this is what I was assuming they meant.
Yeah.
Having a physical replica.
Yeah, like a
replica.
thing. Like a full replica of some of the stuff in our shows would be really cool.
Or games made from the show or something like that.
I would love to see like Theo's book, like a prop of that from Nocturne. That would be crazy cool. What else? I would love to have something from
Sheep from Gone.
Sheep? Oh, Herb. No, but I was thinking the Rin's whip from Darkfire or Suna's staff Like those are things that I would love to just like have up on the wall. Like if we did a movie and there were
you should talk
props.
to Faye's staff person. I feel like
I'm sorry, she has a staff person.
You didn't see her fucking staff.
I saw it, but I didn't realize she had a staff person.
Yeah,
I thought
fucking main character. That staff was insane.
Yeah, it was. I totally agree, but I didn't realize she had a staff person that made her staffs.
Well, I think it was like I think it was a family member or something.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was wild.
Can I get a full replica of Iris then? If we're I'm just asking questions here.
Oh,
God, I hate those guys that say that. Yeah, no, any sort of like cool, I think like if you have a show that was your favorite show, some sort of like just one replica of what it is, well, not necessarily one in scale, but one as in it looks and acts like the most amazing, like a lost second, like it just is like a perfect thing, and it moves and it it glows and stuff. I wouldn't want the actual item to work though. That thing's fucking unstable.
Yeah, I agree. It changes if the answer is like, does it actually fully function as a piece?
Does it
then
work?
Obviously I don't want Theo's book, but like
right.
If it's a prop, no way.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
I
can't be trusted with that. We'd be clubbing all of a sudden. The three of us would be in a club.
Yeah, I think for me,
oh, bro,
what's Deckard's gun called? What's that gun called?
I can't. With that.
What?
Sorry, what?
The Blade Runner gun.
Oh, yeah. I don't know
gun, whatever that one is.
Yeah, Deckard's gun.
I can't remember.
But it's called a PK-90
48 or some shit.
Whatever it is, I want one of them. That's probably a thing I can just buy though. They probably exist.
There's Nerf gun mods where people take Nerf guns and they make that.
Yeah.
I was originally gonna make one for Blade Runner, but I was like, I just don't have the time.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
I think for me, it would probably be a model of the ship from which is effectively a mole from Star Citizen. The ship from 100 Club. Having a model of that, like a decent sized model, that would be sick as fuck.
It's the PKD blaster is what it's called.
Or
nice.
Maybe like I'm trying to think of some stuff from like Ashes. But we don't want the sword.
Yeah.
The cursed sword from Ashes might be fun.
I have Adam's mask. I don't know if you guys can see it. From Gone. It's right there.
PB just gets all this shit already.
Gets all this stuff anyway, and she's like, I already have all these.
But it's actually so. It's Pax's mask that he then.
I have a functioning arcanine.
He mailed it to KPP, and then several years later, she passed it on, and she was like, "You should have this." And I was like, "Oh, that's so nice." So yeah,
it's amazing,
and it lights up. It's very cool.
Yep. Next
These
question.
are all just merch ideas, really.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yep.
And it goes back to question one with the unlimited money. We just sell all of this as merch.
Yeah.
And it would be the price would be like
stuff.
1 penny.
Yeah.
Because we'd have unlimited cash. We could just give this stuff away.
Next question from Fail. What are your favorite books?
You cannot do that to me and say like favorite, because then I get so stressed out about choosing a favorite.
Pick one of your favorite books from when you were younger and one from recent.
Yeah, there you go. What did I read recently that I was like, holy fuck, this is amazing? Lots. I've read a lot of really, really good shit lately. But favorite of all time? I don't know. The Last Unicorn is really good. And I read it for the first time last year. It is a very good fantasy book. And I see now why everyone is like that. It is an incredible staple fantasy story. That one was really good. What else is like really good? When I was younger, I really liked Feed, but it's sad. It's very sad. It is essentially the story of someone who, and this, like, I read this when I was like 15, guys. So if that gives you an idea of like the shit that I was into when I was 15, It's somebody who gets a fucking chip in their brain, and then they start getting, you know, their advertisements. You like walk by a store and see a pair of jeans, and then the ad for the jeans comes up, and everyone has one, and then one of the
we're basically there to
yeah,
be
we're
fair.
there.
My phone does that to me.
Exactly. So it's like shit like that. But one of the other characters in it, she has an old one, and it's dying, and she doesn't have enough money to get it replaced. And it's dystopia. It's fucking shit. I was, you know, like, I used to love that when I was younger. But I recently read the First Law trilogy, which I fucking loved. I loved that so much. But then I went and I read his more recent one, which is The Devils, which I very much liked too. So I really liked that one. I loved
He's
Lies
my
of
character
Locke
king.
Lamora. Sorry?
That guy. What's his name? The Blade itself guy?
Nine Fingers.
Joe
Nine
Abercrombie?
Fingers. Oh,
No,
yeah,
no, I
Joe
mean the
Abercrombie. The author.
He is character king.
Yes, Oh my God, dude.
That's
the way he
right
ended that trilogy, fuck you, dude. It was like some of the craziest payoff, and I just wish I could just tell you because it's so good. But I don't want to spoil it for anyone that will read it. It is a fantasy book, so it is like slow burn and whatnot. But my God, is it worth it? It's very good. And his new book, which is just the one so far, is also very good. And it's like, it feels, you know, because I think First Law is one of the first things he wrote, and then this is the most recent, and I can tell it's the same. It feels the same, but it's just like this is the polished version of what you get in First Law, and it was really good. I also really liked Lies of Locke Lamora. That was fantastic. You know, D&D game-ish fantasy story that I really liked. What else did I read that I loved? Will of the Many. I really liked that book recently as well. I tried to read through Dresden, and I got to book 2, the werewolf one, and I finished it, and I'm getting up the courage to start the next one. But my God, it better get better. That's what I have to say about that. Yeah, it better improve, because I thought I'd hit the worst of it when, you know, and then I was in the last 20 minutes of the book, and they're like in this crazy fight scene, and he's still talking about tits and nipples, and I'm like, bro, you're killing me.
I think he was trying to do like a Laurel K. Hamilton.
He's quoted as saying that he was trying to do that formula or whatever, but I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would, because even her in the first 5 books, there's none of that. Maybe like a comment here or there, but she's not sitting here talking about, like, you know, his penis was distracting me.
See, book 3 is the takeoff point. See,
book 3. Okay, you guys better fucking not be lying to me, because if I start book 3 and I want to kill someone, I'm gonna be so mad. Yeah,
I'll tell you, it's a steady incline. It's a steady incline.
Okay.
It is the jump off point for me. Whenever I reread, I start there.
Okay,
but
fine.
It is an incline. It still happens.
I'll give it a go. I know.
It gets less and less.
You know, the thing is like, I was like, oh, I won't care. It won't bother me that much. And then, like, it was so egregious, I laughed out loud. I was like, this is fucking so stupid. Like, who read this and didn't have the balls to say to you, hey, buddy, you can't put this in the book. This is real bad.
Yep.
Anyway, so but we were talking about favorites, and I realize now that you got me talking about books, and I got very excited. I really loved Animorphs as a kid, and I bet you thought I was going to be like, I should shut up now and pass it on to somebody else, but I just kept going. The whole Animorphs series was really good, and it got very sad by the end. What else did I really like as a kid?
Did you read any of the young adult stuff? Well, like any YA books,
Animorphs is a YA series.
But I'm just saying, like, anything else, like the kid detective books, you know, or like the I can't remember the name of the series. They had like all these kid detective books. I forget the fucking name of them though.
Oh, I did read Fear Street and Goosebumps and all that.
Yeah,
I did.
That's some of it. Yeah.
And then there was like you know, I had to sneak that stuff. I had to put a fake cover on those books so that I could read them. Yeah.
Hardy
Ridiculous.
Boys.
Yeah. Or I'd have to read it in the library. But even then, I was in a school where the teachers would tattle. So I still had to put a fake cover on or like use my textbook and have it up and be sitting in one of the beanbag chairs and have Laurel K. Hamilton
tattling
book.
for reading a book.
Yeah, well, it's, you know, it's the Satan book, you know, it's a book called Guilty Pleasures. Yeah. Dude, you know, say what you will about my dad, but I have very fond memories of being like, I want to read this book series and telling him, because it's Laurel K. And I was like, it's about vampires, but it's got a crazy name for that first book, Dad. And he's like, what's it called? And I was like, it's called Guilty Pleasures. And he's like, yeah, okay. And then he's like, I'll think about it or whatever. And then the next day he's like, I got you your books. I got the first 4 in the series. Here you go. He was always like that. If I wanted to read anything, it was like, here, whatever, here you go. You can read it. Don't tell your mom. And then I'd be like, okay. So yeah, I read the oh gosh, what's the D&D? I read all the D&D books there too, like Storm Silverhand and Drizzt, those
Drizzt.
books, which I was kind of like Drizzt, I was kind of like about, but Storm Silverhand I really loved. Elminster I liked, so I read all those too. That's when I tried to read the Lord of the Rings, and I could not get into it at that time either. I am rambling now about favorite books. Your turn.
It's okay. That's what
Sorry.
it's a podcast.
I know, but I just became so self-aware that I've been talking for 30 minutes straight about books. So shut the fuck up,
Brad,
peeps.
do you want to go next?
Go.
I mean, I didn't read a lot of like YA stuff because my uncle, I have a crazy uncle like you, Wack, who was very much into like film and TV and books and stuff and comics, and he would just show up at my house. He's a medium. He's a wizard. He's out there doing Ouija boards and runes and stuff. Yeah, he's messing around. And he would just show up. And I remember being very young, like, I don't know, like old enough to be able to read, but not old enough that I should be reading like Stephen King. And he showed up with Stephen King's Desperation, and I was like 12.
Yep.
And he was like, watch this. And he would give me, I remember he was the one that gave my nan a copy of Misery. And then me and my little cousin watched that. And we were like 11 or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's horrifying.
We watched Species. So then I just, it warped my fragile little mind. So I could never really get into a lot of the like stuff that was more like YA stuff. Yeah. I was just straight in the deep end. But it did give me quite an intense love for like Stephen King when I was in my teens, because I loved the like multiversal stuff that like comes together in the Gunslinger and shit, and like that mixed with some comic books like Spider-Man did a lot of multiverse shit, and I was away, and that was that was me forming this like, oh my god, I want to do multiversal stories and planar travel and stuff.
Oh man, that's
other
so
books
good.
when I was like a bit younger that impacted me, I remember like things like weird little short stories like I Am Legend and Flowers for Algernon was books that I would read that were like, Flowers for Algernon messed with my head to the point where I probably think about it once a month, just like just the concept of becoming hyper intelligent and then being aware that you're losing it again horrifies me more than like body horror or, you know, oh, there's something in the under the bed. So those kind of books. I remember reading The Dice like Man. By like Luke Reinhardt's The Dice Man. And then I decided to live my life that way for a couple of years. Oh wow. That nothing to do with D&D. This is long before I knew any of this kind of dice rolling existed. I was a very indecisive and chaotic late teen boy, you know. I was none of this incredibly well put together adult man. The chaotic creature that I was way beyond this though. And I read this book where this guy just said, I'm going to offload all of my responsibility onto the roll of this dice. You know, if I roll a dice, he would load it up with different things he would do that day, and then he'd roll the dice, and if the dice landed on like something random and he went and did it, the responsibility was on the dice, not him. And it took a lot of pressure off me. I was very introspective about like what I was doing and everything, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna just do this. This seems like a great idea. So I just started loading this dice up, and it got out of hand, don't get me wrong, as it does in the book. But for the most part, I was just using it for small daily things, just like, oh, I'm not sure if I should do this or this, just really insignificant things like, should I have a chicken sandwich or a beef sandwich? Oh, I can't figure it out. Now I'm quite decisive and quite quick to make a decision, but then I would just roll a dice and 50-50 it. And I just think it had a massive impact on my life. The book itself is enjoyable and fine, and it's written really weirdly because the guy writing it decided on the way he would write the prose with a dice. So one chapter is in first person, the next in second and stuff.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
it's
fun.
nuts.
That's so fun. Oh my gosh.
It's a really interesting experience, but it had a genuine real world impact on me, I think. And I've always sworn by the dice. And this is, hand on heart, one of the reasons I've never fudged a roll. Yeah. Because I can't. It is the closest thing I think I've ever experienced to a religion.
Yeah. Oh my God. I had a book like that called The Gospel According to Larry, where did you read that?
I've heard of that.
I feel like I've probably
I read that when I was like 14, I think. But that one had an impact on me because I think it's about him getting rid of everything that he owns until he only has 75 things. But then his desire to kind of like do that and live that way, it gets picked up by people, and then everyone is kind of like looking to him for some sort of life guru stuff, and he's like, bro, I just and I'm just a guy. It's one of those things that got out of hand. But I think that's what triggered my something early in my brain that recognized that either living in clutter, because my mom's a hoarder, so living that way just was not good for me. So instilled from an early age, I was like, man, if I could just have minimal stuff, that's the way to go. So it introduced me into minimalism in that way. So I have a couple like that. Oh,
it's nice when you get a connection like that. One.
Scanner Darkly, Philip K. Dick. Favorite. I know everyone is expecting me to say do Android's Dream. Blade Runner is my favorite. It's very good, but no, it was not my favorite. Scanner Darkly was my favorite. And also my Book of Odd Thomas fell apart.
Oh, Odd Thomas.
I loved Odd Thomas, man.
The concept of him just being magnetized towards trouble or whatever it is that that's basically what his ability is just so interesting and allows for Dean Koontz to just write in whatever plot he needs.
Crazy shit.
And it works, and it's so annoying. I had a phase where I read a lot of those Odd Thomas books as well. But I read quite a few of his books. He had a book, I think it was called The Watchers or something, whichever one is the one where the guy has a dog. And
you've told me about this one, but I don't remember this one. I didn't read this one.
I read, the reason that this one had such an impact on me is that it was just so insane. He's just a guy, he's driving through a desert, and a dog runs up to him, and he's like, oh, where's this dog come from? And he puts the dog in the truck and takes it home, and the dog is hyper intelligent. It's been experimented on, and super duper intelligent, and it can talk. Basically, he puts letters down, and he can speak to the dog. And then this fucking evil baboon comes after them because there's an evil, hyper-intelligent baboon that hunts them down.
Sounds like a Brad show.
Dude, that's the point. That's why I'm bringing it up, is that's my shit. The way that story was told was so interesting. I loved that book. I think, what was it called? I think it was called The Watchers or something like that. I could easily Google it, but I'm not going to. And so... the dog, he names the dog Einstein, and while I was reading that book, I was about 2/3 of the way through it, a little orange cat came into my house and just started living with us, and we named it Einstein because I was like, I'm keeping this cat.
Oh my God,
I had a cat for 20 years called Einstein that was named after that book. So another real world minor impact, but this crazy little animal came in. But I enjoyed those kinds of books. I feel like now I'm less interested in all of Stephen King's stuff and Dean Koontz stuff. I like dipping a toe in here and there, but
Moonlight one, I think, that you had recommended to me.
This is the problem, is I can only recommend you these books, and I'm like, but I read this when I was 15. I feel like I said this.
Kind of how
and it's when I was 15, this was
you were like,
the best.
I remember this being wild, but
don't know if I would enjoy it.
Yeah, you were like, whereas
was it the one where there's a guy who can fold reality and teleport?
I have no idea if that's what he can do, but it's like it starts with a guy and his brother who is, I think, high functioning autistic, but they get like injected with something.
They become little mini superheroes.
Yeah.
Eventually he can fold reality.
Where I'm like, oh, okay. I think this is going to become superhero. But I think it was just the way that it was written. I just couldn't get into it, which is crazy because I loved Odd Thomas. But yeah, I tried and I just
I think it's just tough. Like you kind of grow out of it, and they're kind of pulpy. They're kind of, I don't know, that like they're the equivalent of like your average TV show.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and it's like you just have to be into it. And sometimes you read something that's just a bit more, I don't know, impactful, interesting. Also, I read a lot more fantasy now because I like to have fantasy in my brain for GMing because I predominantly GM fantasy. So if I'm reading sci-fi and watching sci-fi, I actually find it hard to just jump in on a Tuesday and be like, yeah, you guys go to a tavern and there's a guy in there with a sword and it's made out of metal. What the fuck? No one can fly?
So, when I was younger, I read a lot of the Wheel of Time and I was like, this is okay. And then I didn't really read fantasy because I had tried Lord of the Rings and then I had tried Robert Jordan, and I, obviously I'd read some like, the D&D stuff. I forget what it's called now, but I'd read some of that and it was
Forgotten Realms.
Forgotten Realms, yeah. But I was just like so much more into things like Odd Thomas and maybe it's because of my aphantasia and it made it difficult for me to imagine some of the things that they were describing. Same thing with hard sci-fi as well, where I'm like, I just cannot picture this ship, bro.
But if you tell PB has a predilection to really despise overly descriptive, verbose wording.
And it's probably because I can't fucking picture this, bro. Right?
Yeah, it's like
but
too
also,
much.
if you say like some of the older novels where they've described like a mountain, but without saying mountain, you're just kind of like, well, I've seen Big Planet now. I know what a mountain is. You don't have to take 4 pages to describe it to me. But I had stopped reading fantasy. I only got back into reading fantasy in this last year, and I've read a lot of good shit. Oh my god, you know which one was really good? The Dragonborn Chair by Tad Williams, you motherfucker. Tad Williams, who's very verbose, takes forever to get to anything ever, but motherfucker, did I love that book. It was still interesting. I was like, I want to say 300 pages in, guys, and I was like, nothing has happened yet. And the main character is like, nothing has happened yet. Why won't you teach me magic? And I'm like, bro, I'm with you. But then it gets really good. It's fucking disgustingly good. Ugh. Anyway, sorry. I'm still talking about books.
Well, we all are. We're going through it. You're just responding to random things. Yeah. I mean, I sort of went back and forth between. I read a lot of horror when I was younger. Then I moved more into sci-fi for a long time, and I would read just pulpy sci-fi stuff. I can't even think of anything. I remember reading one it was like a fan fiction almost level of like writing that I found. It was just the concept was so good. It was about these little like starfighters, and they had the last 5 of the best ships ever, and then that is just them. There's like 5 of them. They have like basically a battle star, and they're just trying to defend their planet from like everyone, and they have the best tech, but they only have 5 of them, and they're just taking on like juggernauts and stuff. I wish to God I could remember what it was called, and it was so good.
Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool.
I read a lot of sci-fi, and then then I read some of the Drizzt stuff as well. I kind of got a chunk into those. They were interesting. I just read the Crystal
Shard or whatever it was, like that trilogy, that first 3 or whatever.
Yeah, I started with I didn't really know what I was getting into with Drizzt, but the first one doesn't even have him in it. I read the one that was about like all of the matriarch in Menzoberranzan, and he's like a baby. He's not even in it.
Yeah.
That's the chronological start.
That's what I did. Yeah, I read through, and eventually I read a couple with him as like whatever he is, a ranger or whatever he is, out and about with he gets his little gang. The Broken Empire trilogy was really fucking good. And then I read whatever comes after the Broken Empire, Mark Lawrence or whatever, which is Jorg or George.
Yes. Yeah.
The concept for that.
And I were talking about that one last week or the week before.
The moment that when you're reading it, you have that revelation.
Yeah.
Is one of the most interesting revelations that you can have.
And then they do it again at the end, right? with
it's just
the reveal.
so interesting. And I really enjoyed that one character, even though he's awful.
Do you remember,
and then,
do you remember when because I used to not care, like I used to be able to just barrel through if something, somebody died or a character died or a pet died, I'd be fine. But I recently read 2 books back to back after my cat died, bro, where the fucking orange cat dies or the pet griffin dies. And I'm like, really? I'm like, just like fucking, I couldn't handle it. But do you remember, because that series you recommended to me, I fell in love with that side character and that character dies. And I messaged Brad and I was like, listen, I'm so upset that this has happened. And I'm very, very, very sad. And he goes, hey, don't worry. They do the thing where they time skip and you get to see him again. And I was like, okay, then I'll keep reading it. Because I was fucking devastated, man. Yeah. I was like, I can't handle it anymore. Like, oh, fucking, I need I'm one of those, I need a warning. I need a warning.
There's another series that comes, that he released, he wrote after.
Hold up. Wayside Wombat, PB and Brad can't read the Stormlight Archive. They can't.
Why not? Why not?
Because it's
19
so
books,
verbose.
Yeah,
I started to read his Way of Kings one.
Yeah, that's Stormlight Archives.
It starts fucking strong. It starts strong, but I was like, I don't have because it's not only does it start strong.
It's stamina.
It starts very strong, but it's like using all these words and terms, and I'm like, I have to fucking sit down and I have to read this.
I made a promise to myself that I would.
He's a universe and world builder.
Yeah.
So like when he's writing all this shit, he's got like rules and shit off
and
to
I
the
can
side.
Tell.
He's the guy.
That's very cool.
He's got a wiki.
Yeah, I
he's
can
the
tell.
guy.
But I am, I just haven't gotten back into it yet. And then I have the
Brandon
audiobook.
Sanderson.
Yeah.
I made a promise to myself that I'm not even going to bother unless I'm in prison.
Oh, okay.
If I go to prison I'm going to read
Hawaii. Them all. Yeah, prison or Hawaii, then we'll
because
read them
every series he does has like 100 books in it, and they're enormous. Yeah. And I was like, oh, no.
Do you know that?
See, but I've been looking for that recently.
I want a trilogy.
Well,
honestly.
So Mistborn. Mistborn is the way what I would recommend to people if you want to read Brandon Sanderson, because that is kind of, first of all, it's one of the best female lead characters that I've seen a man write. Where it's not boobily boobed her way down the stairs.
Her way down the stairs.
Yeah.
There's a fucking horrible monster coming after me, and my throat is torn open. But my God, her breasts are glistening.
She's a badass lead character hero.
Yeah.
And that's really well written. And it's not nearly as verbose as Stormlight Archive. So if you want to read Brandon Sanderson, and he's got strengths and weaknesses for me.
Is there 3 of them?
Yeah.
Is it a trilogy?
Yeah.
It's 3 and then
right,
extended
Brad,
universe.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
That is I hate getting into something and I read 4 books and there's 19 of them.
And he does the Stephen King thing where it is part of his Cosmere universe.
Yeah,
so that
I know what he is. Yeah. I reckon I would love everything he's done. I just do not read as much as I used to, and I don't listen to audiobooks almost ever. I will listen to one to fall asleep to every now and then, but it's usually something I've listened to before just because I don't miss anything. Right. Although I did Dungeon Crawler Carl over the last 4 weeks because I've been laying in bed with nothing better to do.
Series or just the first one?
I'm like halfway through the second one.
Oh, okay. I haven't started the second one yet, but I enjoyed the first one. Yeah. What did you like?
It is exactly what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
And it is exactly what I have needed over the last 4 weeks of just like it's mindless and entertaining.
Yeah.
And it has moments of like that's hilarious or that's genius or that's fun or
it also gets deeper as it goes.
Yeah, I get the sense that he has depth to his abilities. I like that it's kind of nice to just read something written by someone who like understands and respects like D&D and gaming and shit as well.
Yes.
You know, like he's not doing, when you like watch a movie and then it's just like a Hollywood producer's interpretation of what somebody who plays Xbox is.
Yes.
And you're like, you don't know ball.
It's when
he knows ball.
It's when an actor when an actor holds up their controller and they're like,
so fucking annoying.
That and when they fake type, it drives me nuts.
Yeah,
I will like just be like, really, you've
never played a game in your life.
Well, but you spend how much on a fucking linguist or somebody to help you with your fake fucking accent, but you can't take 10 minutes to learn how to fake type.
Yeah,
drives me nuts. I did watch a video on YouTube last year when I was trying to get into fantasy to figure out kind of like what fantasy I liked that I recommend, because I saw a couple comments in chat about like, oh, I just got an e-reader. It's called The Ultimate Fantasy Reading Guide, Where to Start and Find What You Like by Daniel Green. Motherfucker has a whiteboard and like goes full Meyer on like why he's recommending what he's recommending and like the levels of excellence in terms of, but that's how I found the Dragonborn Chair by Tad Williams, and I was going to go through that list, but he does have he has a couple of Sanderson books on there, but they're not like the long series ones. So yeah, I've been going through those, but First Law is on it as well, is like mentioned, Brad. So I was like, oh, cool.
Have you ever, there's a YouTuber / TikToker, and she makes like these crazy things. She's been doing a series where she's been taking long series of books and making them into giant books. So she's
like an omnibus?
Yeah, but physically big books.
Yeah.
She made the Stormlight Archive into like, like the mega tomes that we always expect. When we think about like these fantasy, like a wizard's spell book or the Necronomicon, and it's like a fucking, it's a giant. Yeah. She made one of those and gave it to Brendan Sanderson, and she did one that was like a super,
that's so cool.
Like a regular size book, but it was like super long, so it was like thousands of pages, and she bound that shit together, and it was fucking crazy. She did that with a few series. She did it with Wheel of Time. And she made it into one book. And it was like an entire bookshelf. It was just a whole bookshelf.
Insane. Yeah. Wow.
I think that I am the weird one here with books. Yeah. Because I didn't fucking read when I was young. When I was a kid, I really didn't read.
Yeah, we can tell, bro. I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. We can.
It's a joke. I didn't read when I was a kid. I hated reading. Because
what were you doing though?
I read the wrong books. Because I was just reading. I was reading books that the school told us to read for book reports, and I'm like, oh, this is reading. Why would I want to fucking read this stuff? I don't like any of this shit.
Oh god,
What did they? Hold on. What did they have you reading?
Like classic American, like classic American literature. I don't want to read that shit. Yeah, like.
I remember reading a couple that I was like, holy shit, these are really good. Yeah, but
they tried to get you into reading, and I was just like, I get that, and that's fine. Let's try some different genres. But I didn't read fantasy and sci-fi stuff. Yeah. I didn't read any of that until I got to high school, and I actually took a class that was sci-fi creative writing. It was effectively a sci-fi creative writing class. And I started reading that stuff more.
What about comics? Did you read comics?
Yes, I read the fuck out of comics. Comics were what I read. So
I read
Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh, I have Calvin and Hobbes like special edition. I love Calvin and Hobbes.
Calvin and Hobbes is what gave me my reading comprehension at a young age. So I had like a really high reading comprehension age when I was really young. Yeah. Because of Calvin and Hobbes. Because
I fucking love Calvin and Hobbes.
It was wonderful.
You're just making me emotional thinking about.
I loved it.
I love that series.
So Calvin and Hobbes and comic books. That's what I read when I was a kid. And then when I was a teenager, when did Phantom Menace come out, Brad? Was it
99?
99?
I was going to say 2000.
I might be wrong. Try it.
So I got
2001, I would think, actually. But
Google it, PB.
I won't know.
Someone in chat will get us.
I got a copy of the special edition original Star Wars movies. So I got that special edition. You remember when they like remade it and they redid Jabba and all that shit? So I got that on VHS tapes. Okay. And I started reading the Star Wars expanded universe stuff, and I fucking went ham on that.
The Thrawn stuff. I read the Thrawn books when I was doing Rota.
I loved those the Shadows of the Empire books so much, and it got me into the X-Wing series as well. So I started reading all of that. I had my entire bookcase was basically the Star Wars extended universe.
Did you ever read Twi'lek Mysteries Under the Sheets Volume 2?
No, I didn't.
Oh no, me neither. No, I didn't read that one either. I don't even know what it was about.
I read all like the X-Wing stuff by Michael Stackpole, who also did a bunch. He's the guy that did Drizzt, right? I think he's the guy that wrote Drizzt, if I'm not mistaken.
Bless me Ultima. Thank you. Sorry. My brain was like, I read something in high school where I was like, this is really good. That was required reading. And I couldn't remember the name of it.
I had a girlfriend that read The Handmaid's Tale in English, and I was like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah. That's
I read the
crazy.
most boring shit ever. Like, Handmaid's Tale is fucking dope.
Yeah, that's really good. We had a class that read through the classics that got me kind of like hooked on dystopia, like 1984 and, you know, kind of all that stuff. A lot of Ray Bradbury short stories. I remember one. I don't remember which short story it was of his, but I do remember very distinctly him describing a silhouette on a wall, like frozen in time, of like someone throwing a ball. And then their silhouette was on the side of a house, and me going, "Oh, that's a nuclear bomb." They're describing that, like they're describing a nuclear bomb that went off here. But I don't remember what short story that was. But yeah, God, I love books. You guys have made me very excited to read something again, and I've been in a reading slump lately. So, ever since finishing that fucking boobly book, bruh.
R.A. Salvatore is the one that did the Drizzt stuff. Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you.
But R.A. Salvatore did write some of the Star Wars books.
The guys that write, like, they all seem to write other IPs, these guys.
Yeah.
And,
almost like ghostwriters in a way, yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because they obviously have a brain that is able to... I don't know, like meld into
another IP. Yeah, they just are able to take it in and then...
It's a particular style of writing, isn't it? I would imagine, or it takes a particular type of brain set.
I saw something
you see
by
them doing the different IPs.
I saw something by an author who I don't agree with politically, but he writes some like, I don't know, some like sort of almost pulp fiction, really. Larry Correa. Again, I'm not a big fan of him politically, but
no idea who he is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hardcore like gun rights activist.
Separate the art from the artist, Wax Steven.
He was talking about how his brain works and how like people are begging him for the next book in the series, and he's like, "Listen, I could do that. I could write the next book in the series, but I think you will get a better result if I actually write the thing that's ingrained in my brain right now.
Get it out.
Gotta get that out. So,
that's me with GMing when everyone asks me to do Rota.
I was just thinking
100%.
Yes.
People are like, do Mistlight, and I'm like, I could, but I got this thing that's right here. I gotta get this thing out of me.
Yeah.
And it's like he was approached by book publishers and whatnot. Hey, we want you to write this thing, and here's a lot of money to do it. And he's like, he's like, a lot of money is offered. And he's like, it sounded really good. And I was really into that at the time. So I'm going to do that thing first. Yeah. So even though you might not want me to write that thing right now, that's the thing that's in my head right now. And I've been offered a lot of money to do it.
The only people that don't have an excuse are George R.R. Martin and the Name of the Wind guy.
And Patrick Rothfuss.
They don't have an excuse at this point. It's too long.
George I think that he saw that everyone hated the end and is like, I'm not gonna bother.
He's stun locked.
Yeah.
He's like, they took the bullet for me.
Yep.
They took the bullet.
But that's the best thing you can do. You get to Full Metal Brotherhood it. You know? You get to just be like, this was my original plan.
PB still hasn't seen it.
Hasn't seen what?
Brotherhood.
No, I watched the original.
That's
Full
not
Metal.
Brotherhood's the second one.
Yeah, Brotherhood's the one you got to watch.
I thought Brotherhood was just like a bridged
Brotherhood.
version.
No, Brotherhood.
It's the manga.
Brotherhood is the one that's based off of the manga, and
so is the original. It's just that the manga wasn't finished yet.
Yes,
yeah,
but that's the point.
It. So, but I've read the manga and I've seen the original, but I haven't watched Brotherhood. Oh God, Greg is DMing me right now. Our friendship is over, everyone. Thank you for outing me, PB. Well, it's so different.
I like things about the original series that they did not do in Brotherhood.
I know, that's
and vice
kind
versa.
of why I've been like, I did
as well. I watched them like back to back, which is something I don't even know how I did it at the time. But I apples to apples them, and Brotherhood is massively superior. Oh God.
That's what I've heard. He says you will watch it and be like, this is the same thing.
I tell you what, I must say, if I had watched the original one like 15 years ago and then I watched Brotherhood now after all of this hype, I would have just I probably would be like, what the fuck are any of you on about? Shut the fuck up.
Kind of happened to me.
It's the same thing. But I was like, literally, I finished, I think it was like an OCD thing where I like finished it and everyone was like, you gotta watch Brotherhood, and I was like, oh, what, it's different? Oh, it's different? Fuck it, I'll just watch it now.
And then you watched it.
And I just did it. And I'm glad I did it that way, to be honest, because I remember being able to be like, oh yeah, I can see it. I think if I did try and just, cause my memory, I mean, me and you, PB, our memories are fucking in and out. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Mine's been on life support for the last 2 years.
Being able to really be able to tell the difference between the two now is probably not going to be like a big deal. But Brotherhood is better for sure.
Next question.
Get on. We don't want to get into anime. We just did about
Go for it.
One more book.
Yes, last chance.
This last book I haven't read in a very, very, very long time. However, I did read like the first couple of chapters on stream at one point. And as I was reading it, I was like, oh my God, I did not realize how much this like soaked into my brain and informed how I GM and how I do weird stuff. But that's In Silent Graves by Gary Braunbeck. So I think it's out of stock right now, maybe. But it is one of those, it's really fucking weird. And I'm saying this to you, if you choose to go and read it, it's a horror story. And I know it gets really fucked up. So just go into that knowing that I have no memory of how fucked up it gets. Okay. I'm recommending it based on the first like 5 chapters of recent memory. The rest is, whatever. But if you were curious, I read through that and was like, whoa, I feel me all over here. Like, wow, that's so cool. I didn't realize that it had affected me as much as it had. Anyway, that's it. That's the last book recommendation for now.
Excellent. This next question comes from Bear of Flame. What mythical creatures do you want to see more of in media and also in your own shows?
Dragons.
Yeah, we don't have enough dragons in media.
Dragons.
It's so rare.
Okay, but when's the last time we saw a dragon that will protect you and love you forever and speaks to you? And what was it?
Dragon.
Oh yeah, that's
Tablestory.
but it doesn't.
Oh, in
it
the massive series.
It doesn't speak to you how to train your dragon, do they? He never speaks.
I don't think so.
I'm thinking like, what's his name? Sean Connery. The fuck?
Dragonheart.
Yeah, that's the last one, right?
Where you had a dragon that like talks to you. What about the
like
Aragon series?
I never read that, but I heard the guy's a terrible person, so I'm not even going to bother now.
Well, he was like 15 or some shit when he wrote those massively popular books. It's like the same thing that happens to anybody that gets a shitload of money when they're a teenager.
Yeah, they morph into craziness. Okay, anyway.
They get a glimpse into sociopathy.
Like, listen, PB wants very specific dragon content. I absolutely do. And as somebody who got super obsessed with them recently, it's hard to find that content. So yes, please, more very specific dragon content. Thank you so much.
There's actually like 6 dragon hearts, I guess. Are there really?
I like how we were both like,
Not with Sean Connery. They're probably like straight to DVD sequels.
I want cool, big, scary dragon that will like bonds with the writer or is like their besties forever, ride or die. I'm
gonna be honest. Sometimes. I feel like dragons are in a lot of stuff. Yes. I don't think they're necessarily underused. I think like I'm I don't mind seeing dragons and stuff, but we've got loads of dragon media. There's like House of the fucking Dragon is on and all that kind of shit.
To be fair, I haven't seen that. I don't know if that's the dragon content that I'm looking for. Yeah,
it's not. It's not. But there are dragons in media. I need the 80s.
I need the 1980s dragon of like, they're going to talk.
The dragons that you thought you were going to get if I ran.
Yeah, the fucking
Dragonlance
I will never forget that. I have that when the great big Twitch loss went through and we were getting rid of shit and saving stuff. I need you to know I went out of my way to save that and made a thumbnail for it so that I would have that moment forever of me realizing that Dragonlance is not what I thought it was. And in fact, it is murdering dragons.
I had to tiptoe around the thing so bad. BB wanted it to be that so bad.
It's so bad. I wanted it.
So fucking funny.
Yep.
I think we're missing a lot of other way more interesting stuff than dragons. Okay. Dragons are cool.
Like what?
I love dragons. And I do agree that there isn't enough like good guy dragons and stuff.
Yeah.
I think people are just like
I'm fine with an evil dragon, but he just has to love me.
we lost it in media. There was a point where everyone was doing.
No, he doesn't need to be fixed, bro. Just like salt the earth for me, and that's good. You
dark and gritty. But there isn't whimsy anymore. We don't do enough whimsical stuff.
Yeah.
Everything's all dark and gritty and evil, and it's the fucking Kira dragon.
Yeah.
The
oh yeah, you did do dragons. That's right.
I did dragon.
I and I loved Kira. I loved your dragons.
Yeah. The you know what I don't think there is enough of is just random shit like goblins and kobolds and like weird little sort of humanoid interactable creatures like that in stuff.
Yeah.
They don't put them in stuff. Is there really though?
Fair amount.
Like, I mean, Isekai stuff, but like, what?
What was that one that was like Goblin Slayer? Yeah, that was like really woof. That was rough.
It's called Goblin Slayer though, so you're using a very specific show to counter my argument. I just mean in general media. You know, like there isn't anything with stuff like that in.
Now that I'm thinking about
dragons.
Well, but also. Everywhere. When I was like, I need 80s dragons, they did 80s, a lot of weird creatures, like Labyrinth and the Age of the Puppets, where they would do weird shit like that, goblins, trolls,
they took way more chances.
They
took way more chances with stuff.
Falcor. Yeah,
whatever he is.
I think the main reason that we don't see that stuff is because of how expensive it is to make it.
But they could just CGI. So technically, like your creative freedom is... not as limited,
right?
But we don't see it as much anymore. So that's interesting.
It's because all movies are shit now.
Yeah,
and like they're
just like there should be a little like one of the members of the group is a goblin type dealio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a good guy, not just a.
The last second, I'm playing a goblin.
Yeah, we have it because we're predominantly running high fantasy stuff.
Yeah. That's true.
But like I feel like that is a thing that just doesn't show up in anything. Even in like I mean the only things that I can think of that might do it is maybe some of the like Marvel stuff. You'll get like a Groot type thing or a Rocket Raccoon type thing, and they're just from comics.
Yeah.
But like like we don't get anything like that. It's
because
always
it has
like
to be well established IPs.
It's always all humans and then maybe elves.
Yeah.
All the studios just don't want to take any chances anymore. They just don't.
Crazy.
Because they've lost money a few times, and they're just like, we can't have that shit again.
Yeah, put a kobold in something.
I am always a huge fan of like robots done well, or sentient robots, or anything like that, where it's kind of like on that border. And this is my segue into back to books for just a brief moment. Everyone should read the Murderbot series. It was very, very, very fucking good. I read it in like 2 days,
problem with
thing.
No, because they love to kill a robot. They'll Iron Giant that shit, and I can't.
Oh, Murderbot is different, but you should definitely read it.
I watched the show.
Oh, okay. Oh, I haven't seen the show yet. I haven't seen the show. I just read the books, but I read them in like a weekend.
If you put a robot with a heart of gold into something, they're going to kill
certain death.
They're going to kill it.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to say no.
They did an Uno reverse in a movie that happened recently, that I was just like, I can't believe this got made, and Tom Hanks is in it. And I don't want to. I'm trying not to spoil. But yeah, I can't remember what the fuck the name of this movie was, but I think it was just on Amazon.
Yeah, it's good. Don't say the title, just in case.
And
because I might watch it.
Yeah, it was. They did a thing where you fall in love with the robot,
and they kill him.
I don't want to spoil it. I'm just not going to say anything.
Oh no. Okay.
I think you might like it.
Okay.
I think you might.
I've never seen The Iron Giant because I know that. Yep. I know that it would ruin my life. I think. Yeah. I do think there will be one day when I sit down and I try to watch it.
It's also one of the best, though. It's also like one of the best animated things ever.
It's going to be that thing where I watch it and then I call you guys crying and I'm just like, I should finally watched it.
Wouldn't survive.
Yeah.
Fair.
Absolutely not.
Yep. So yeah, I don't think I would survive. But it's got to be good. You know what was terrible and I was very sad about it? The Millie Bobby Brown was in it and Chris Pratt was in it, and it was the show based off of my favorite artist, and I have his books, and what the fuck,
Simon Stallenhag watched it, you know?
Yeah, well, because I know because the two of them I should have known, but yeah, Electric State. Yeah, man, I was bummed by that. I was like, oh man, this had such potential, and then it just fucked it up. No, Tales from the Loop was good. Electric State, was not so much. Yeah, Tales from the Loop was good, but
was good. I can't even remember what the question was.
Well, mythical creatures. Mythical creatures.
Chimeras.
We're talking about robots. Yeah. Chimeras is pretty good too.
We need more weird spliced creature things.
I watched the Percy. They did the Percy Jackson series.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have the movies, but then they did a series. I've been watching
I know nothing about any of them.
It's basically young adult, Greek god stuff. Sort of.
Really?
Yeah. And I enjoyed the series. I didn't really like the movies very much. The series I actually liked.
Yeah.
But I think it's still going. I think they still have some more seasons coming up. But yeah, it's based on a book series. And that was pretty good. And we see Greek mythological creatures in that in sort of different ways. It's very YA. It's very like young adult stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think
same Piranha. Same.
I'm trying to think of mythical creatures that I really want to see in media. Aside from like the traditional like stuff that we see in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like PB often talks about like the Appalachian stuff, like horror type things.
Yeah.
I think horror is the only place you get any weird shit, kelpies and shit, and it's never expressed. I think you're right. It's always like an A24 movie, and you don't know what it is until you Google it.
I've watched some of this stuff. Like The Magicians had a bunch of like mythical creatures.
I heard that was really good, but I never watched it.
So here's my opinion of it. I think it had a lot of potential, but for me, they hit like every millennial trope that they possibly could in it.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
And I'm just like, they have like every character is like one millennial trope that everybody gets annoyed by, you know?
Yeah.
When you think about like, oh, damn millennials, each one of the characters in it is that, you know?
Okay, fantastic. Love that.
And it's kind of like a young adult meets more adult universe, you know, like they use more adult language, and there's some pretty dark shit in there.
Yeah.
Some pretty like, ooh, did this really need to be in here kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some weird. I haven't read the books, but the actual TV series, I mean, they have a lot of mythical stuff in there. Imagine if Narnia was like more adult, I guess, and a little fucked up, I guess, is kind of the way I would describe it. with that millennial twist.
Yeah.
So they've done stuff. They've done it, and there's a bit of whimsy in there, and there's some fucked up stuff in there.
I would like to see, more of the traditional folklore take on things like elves, where they're fucking child snatchers and they're they're scary,
and like proper fae.
Yeah, proper fae, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Where you don't eat of their food and you do stuff like that. And the question is like, and also in your own shows, that's something that I've been kind of like pushing a little bit in Dumb or in Otherworld is just kind of this idea of like these creatures are not glittery and fun and kind of looking at all of the through lines in folklore from all over the world, where weirdly they have some of the same features or some of the same things, and it's like, oh, is this just the same creature just renamed and maybe just a lot slightly different? That kind of stuff I find really fascinating.
They did that a bit in the Magicians.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me just update on tips. Thank you so much, Wayside Wombat, for the 25. Thank you. Riviera, thank you for the 20. Anonymous, thank you for the hundo. Thank you.
Jesus.
Thank you.
We're getting close. We're getting close to the top goal for the day. And again, if we get that, then we'll do an Overcooked stream. We'll do an Overcooked stream, which is probably a friendship ender. So if you want to see the end of our friendships, that's how that happens. That will be the domino that starts everything. But yeah, mythical creatures. It is. I feel like it's just a general like, hey, we want more fantasy content. There've been a few things on like Netflix. They've done like a bunch of like YA stuff. It almost like CW made, a few fantasy shows. I saw some stuff with like different witch schools and stuff like that, and like fairy schools and stuff like that. I saw a bunch of that stuff on Netflix. But I don't know of any like mythical creatures aside from the obvious Beholder.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Often.
Yeah. I read a book last year called Impossible Creatures, which is essentially just about a whole bunch of mythical creatures. Very young adult, but very good.
Yeah. Next question.
Yep.
This one comes from Fail. Fail sent like 800 questions, by the way, so I mixed them in.
Yeah. Rabbit, how dare you not include Roswell?
If you were to be isekai'd into the most generic isekai, let's say the slime isekai world, how overpowered would you be?
I have no idea what this means, so I will defer to Wax Steven to tell everyone how powerful.
Yeah, you tell us.
Yep.
Okay. Isekai'd into the most generic isekai, let's say the slime isekai world, how overpowered would you be?
What does that even mean? Could you translate?
So I think they're talking about how I ended up as a slime in another world.
That's the most generic and not a.
I feel like I don't get that either.
Or in a harem.
Yeah, the default isekai trope is get hit by a truck and go to a generic fantasy world.
Yeah.
And you have a game system that you get to play as. And Brad and I have had this conversation a couple times where it's just like, oh, we'd finally have a fucking purpose in our lives. Hey, we finally feel like we've got a purpose. It's I don't know if I'd feel like I'd be overpowered. I think it would come down to, do I have to kill stuff to level up?
Yeah.
Like if I have to kill stuff to level up, and it's like, and from my perspective, it just looks like general like animals and creatures and shit. I don't know if I could do that, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could actually do that. And like
the thing with an isekai is that the person who you follow in the isekai anime or manga or manhwa or whatever always gets one special bullshit thing. That's the thing. It's nothing to do with leveling up or anything like that. It's just that one character arrives as a slime and then gets a fucking wish granted by a nearby dragon or whatever the fuck. I started watching one. It wasn't too bad. It was called The Water Magician or something. And he's just a kid. He dies. He wakes up and he is alone. He thinks he's alone in this fucking forest. and he starts training that he can do water magic with his hands, and starts training with a sword or whatever. And then like finally he meets other people and they're like, oh, there's like an angel watching him or something, and the angel's like, oh, we haven't seen this in 10,000 years. He doesn't age. And you find out that the like montage you've watched has been like 1,000 years. He's been living in this forest for 1,000 years, and he just stays young or whatever. And they always have one special unique ability. If you don't have that, you're just a guy.
Yeah.
You're just any other average adventurer. You're any other average person in that world. Aside from
taking the knowledge from our world into that world, that's game mechanic knowledge that we might have.
If you have an actual game system, because there are some izekais where they just like, I'm aware, and they immediately forget and just get on with their lives. But some of them, they have the game system that they can access, right? Main character style. When you can access the game, then you become the guy. What's the super strong guy that fights all the ants? What was that one called?
Solo leveling.
You become solo leveling because you have the understanding of the system and the leveling and the XP and everything, whereas everyone else doesn't seem to be aware of it. If that's the case, all three of us become OP as shit because you're aware of the fact that you're in
a min-maxing and
you're leveling, and that you can become a necromancer or whatever. If you're just in a world and you don't have access to that computer, you need to hope that you get some sort of special, unique, I'm the main character ability. But what would it be?
I feel like if we're talking about like what would the special thing be as opposed to like how we would survive in this world, I think the OP thing I would want would be that. Honestly, it would just be that specific, game knowledge. If I took
you don't get that. Yeah. What do you get? You don't get that, but what do you think you would be granted by the world?
It would be a random bullshit thing. It would be I've read like a million of these. Yeah. Two of my favorites are, and this is it's super weird, but trust me. How the best real estate developer in another world. Okay, sounds stupid. Okay, I ran out of stuff to read one night, and I was just like, ugh, fuck. I gotta find something that I actually want to read. I need to read for an hour before bed. I have to. I just gotta pick something. It's rated really highly. It looks like shit to me. I'm gonna take a look. Read it.
And then you loved it.
Read it. The first chapter. I'm like, all right, it's okay. Whatever. It's nothing. I'll read it. I got an hour to kill. Whatever. And it was really fucking good. It was really good. I love
that for you.
It was really good. And the reason that it's good is because he's fucking hilarious. He's fucking. It's one of the best real estate.
What's his ability though?
His ability is he takes all of the knowledge about how we exist in modern society, and he knows how to do all of that shit. It's almost like Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone,
but for like living in houses.
Yeah.
All heating and cooling and like, okay, here's what we need.
He just renovates everything.
Yes. He's like, everybody's living medieval fucking style in fucking huts and, shabby
water.
See, you potentially would have that ability. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Right.
I'd end up in a medieval setting and be like, God, let me explain to you about AC and central heating. And they'll go explain it. And I'll go, I don't know what it is or how it works.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Where's the thermostat?
So they think it's magic, yeah.
So his whole concept is, okay, I'm gonna build heating for these people, and like they're gonna have heated floors, which they have in Korean, in Korean households, they have a floor heating system. So he builds a basic one, and
roadways.
Yeah,
sorry,
everybody's losing their minds over it basically, and he's like. He takes on this aspect of he thinks he's evil because he has all these answers. So like he thinks he's a sociopath because he's like getting greedy, but he's improving everybody's lives. He's like you see like a giant, like exponential rise in the quality of everyone's life because he's involved. It's not the other way around, you know? So in his head, he thinks he's a fucking sociopath. And he has these like horrible, like, he thinks he's like being super fucking evil. And like the artist does these like crazy faces and he thinks
okay,
it's
I
hilarious.
will give this a go. I will give this a try. I
It's
do
hilarious.
like manga that goes with crazy facial expressions and stuff. Yeah. What about us, Whack?
That one or the tower farmer, where somebody gets sent into like a fucking tower. And there's leveling, there's people that do all this stuff, and he gets sent to the top floor of the tower, the worst place, you know, that everybody's like, what? Like nobody goes there, and he gets sent there as a farmer, and he knows how to do basic farming stuff, and he evolves as an actual farmer in this world. I think that would be something that could potentially work.
That would be PB.
Yeah.
No, I don't know how to farm.
Look behind you.
Greatest real estate developer. Yeah.
I do not know how to farm.
That would be. I don't know what you guys would do. Brad would.
I'd become overlord or something evil immediately.
It would be. I think it would be something animal related. I think there would be some kind of like master tamer or something.
I'd become that fucking dickhead from Naruto that has a dog.
Yeah. You'd be Kiba.
Kiba, whatever you say.
You'd be Kiba. Fang.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
I think you'd be some kind of like animal tamer. You would absolutely somehow rule over these animals and nobody else can do it. That would be yours. PB's would be plant related.
Really? I don't know how to keep plants alive. These are
learn.
fake plants.
You'd learn.
This is the thing you'd learn. That's the that's the
It'd
first line
thumb.
in the manga.
Green thumb would be the name of yours.
I do try.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do have a hibiscus plant that I've managed to keep alive all winter.
Mine would be cooking related.
Oh, that's super fun. Yeah, that's fun. I like that.
Yeah, you'd be delicious in dungeon.
Quick question.
We're super close.
I know, but quick question. If we were to be isekai'd into the world of Final Fantasy 14, what class would you be?
I don't know what classes are in 14.
Dragoon, really? I would have said Dark Knight.
I'll take Dark Knight.
Also good.
But
Dragoon is also good.
What I would hope for is Dragoon.
Yeah. Okay. I'm immediately thinking of a character that I really like. That's absolutely would be your character. Yep. Yep.
What class would I be?
What about you? Yeah. I don't know. What class would you be?
I don't know what classes are in the game.
Well, it's Final Fantasy, basically. What Final Fantasy class would you be? Job.
Fucking hell.
Is there some sort of berserking shield class?
I would be an alchemist or a tinkerer type.
Oh, he'd just take a job.
Do you want to do... Yeah. Right. Yeah, there is the alchemy. You don't have to do combat.
Just do a
Interesting. Job. Okay, cool.
Or some kind of healer.
Yeah.
Because again, this is all based on what kind of world is it? Like if I go, if I'm getting isekai'd someplace, and I have to go out and kill animals and stuff, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you have to save the world.
If I have to do it to survive, if I have to do it to survive, like if animals are fucking chasing me and I have to defend myself, that's a different story. I can defend myself. But if I have to consciously go out and kill animals to go get XP, like fucking everybody does in Monster Hunter, I'm not doing that.
Oh, I can't handle Monster Hunter.
I'll do the job. I'll be in the city. I'll be fucking cooking some food, or I'll be doing some shit. I'm not going out and killing monsters. I'm not doing it.
Speaking of cooking food.
Yes.
We've done it. Thank you so much to Shadow for the 50. Thank you, Rabbit, for the 20. Thank you, Anonymous, for the 10. Thank you, GM Brown, for the 20. Thank you, Rabbit, for another 15. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
We will do the Overcooked stream next Sunday, not the next one coming, but the one after.
Okay.
Oh, on a Sunday?
All right.
That just makes sense to me. It's the one day that's in between all of our shows that we don't have to stress too much about.
Sounds good. But yeah, we'll plan that out. We'll get that going. Next topic. What do you imagine the others are like in person? What would/will you do when you meet them?
Probably have a heart attack.
This comes from Clay Kite.
I'll be on so many beta blockers from the anxiety. That'll probably, but that'll be it. I'll just probably, my heart will
You're
pop.
muted, PB.
She's not muted. She's having the panic attack now.
Okay.
Oh no, she's lost all sound, which is perfect. Perfect timing.
Is it the Go XLR accidental slap? Yeah,
He's
probably.
gone.
Okay,
We're going to cook meal for us all.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be on a lot of beta blockers because I have severe anxiety about going to America. You'd have to come here, to be fair, and I'd be way less anxious.
Yeah.
I think I would just... I actually genuinely don't think it will be that big of a deal. I think we will have the first 10 minutes where we're going to cry and hug. And then we're just going to be completely fucking as if we're on a call. Sometimes it's a little weird, but I mean, the thing is, I've met quite a few of our crew online, and you have on your side of the ocean, and there's like the first, and this is always the case with having predominantly online friends and like just getting to know people through the internet a lot, which I've been doing now since 2011. All of my friends have been built online. You meet them and you go, oh, that's what you look like in real life. That's you without the filter and without the angle. That's how tall you are, you know, or whatever. And you go, oh, so this is, you know, and you go, okay, I've taken that in.
That's like, what your genitals look like, of course.
This is what your genitals look like. Why are they out? Yeah. Yeah, and then
I feel like it was really inappropriate for you to answer the door like that.
But you have a minute where you go, I don't know this person, and then you talk for 2 minutes and realize that you do know them very well, and then it's just over. You're just like, oh, we've been best friends for years, so you just fall into that habit. At least that's the case for me. But I usually get very nervous beforehand quite a lot of the time. But I mean, that's just me with everything. I'm quite an anxious person now. I hate it. I get anxious about upcoming events. It's not really anything to do with meeting people or anything, but I think it would be quite an event that I think it would probably give me a lot of like whatever it is, anxiety. But immediately, I reckon within 5 minutes, I will be completely myself, fully, and it wouldn't even feel like anything.
From my perspective, so I've met, you know, online friends in person before. So I don't trust anyone. It's just,
I'm just gonna show up. I just stab you.
It's
I've been building up to this.
So it's an unfortunate side effect of several events that have happened in my life. It takes me a long time to develop trust, and I feel like when I meet people in person, it's a little bit quicker than online. But they're still there, even with people I know, even with like you guys. I imagine I would relax a bit, but I would still be a little closed off. It takes me a little while before I will open up in person. It's different than online. And I don't know if there's a way for me to bypass that even with somebody that I know really well.
Well, it also depends on the situation we're in.
Yeah.
Like if I came to your house and it was just you and I, that would be very different than if you came to London and there were 20 of us in a restaurant.
Right. That's a lot different. Yeah. Or
you know what I mean? Like,
or a convention.
Or a con or something. There's like the situation completely informs, like, for me as well, like what I am, how I'm acting, I guess, you know? And I'm not that I'm like acting up, but just how I'm responding to stuff or what's going on or how introspective I'm being or extroverted or whatever. And I think that is a big part of it as well. You know, if I was just like, hey, whack, I need somewhere to stay tonight, and I've just flown in and I'm near, and you know, and I just showed up at your house in a rental Subaru.
I'm the same way, Keeper. What if they don't like me now that we don't have miles in between us? Yeah, that would be be going through my head. I would definitely be a bit anxious. It's a.
Sorry, I read Maya's comment. Yeah. It says, first time I met Brad, he did the Squidward dance at the train station as he walked towards me. This is the thing, I can't control what version of me shows up, really.
Right.
But there was a 50-50 shot that I showed up very anxious and nervous as well. But also Maya it's crazy to meet Maya. It's like meeting a sequoia tree. He's enormous. And you're like, oh, how can someone be this tall?
Especially since you're tall already. And then to see somebody that's like way taller.
So my only option was to Squidward dance towards him.
Remember that video that Meyer posted in our group chat about his trip to Japan? Did you watch that video? So he has a cousin that's way taller than him.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
I was like, dude, how was that for you? Because your normal existence is taller than everybody. Yeah. And then like somebody that's way taller than you. Fish. Somebody that's like way taller than you on top of that that's got to be like crazy experience.
Yeah. I think that like in general, the energy when you meet people is very different depending on who's there as well. Because if you also need, do you ever see that episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where they have a dinner party and they're talking about it's very important who's in the middle, who middles?
I can't remember. Did you ever see that? There's so many stupid topics on that show. I can't remember.
Basically, the point is they're on like a long table, and if the person in the middle isn't able to like kind of talk to everyone and bridge the communicative and social gap, then it fucks the whole energy up of the whole room. And that's his whole thing. He's like, I'm a great middle, you know, but like it's kind of very true. Like if you have somebody who's a good middle or somebody who's a good kind of like social glue,
it's D&D casting.
It is. Whereas if you get three awkward people and you just meet in a train station, you're fucked, you know. And because the other thing is, I think a lot of the time for a lot of people, I wouldn't say I'm in this because I am sort of a bit of an ambivert at times. I feel like I was forced to be more extroverted when I was younger than I wanted to be, but it did teach me some good social skills. But a lot of people who are predominantly friends with people online are that way because they're introverted and they're shy, or they prefer a little reclusive. Like I'm like it now. I love my walls. I love being in here on this computer. I don't want to leave. But it makes you a bit more agoraphobic. It makes you a little more maybe socially awkward when you're out and about in the real world, interacting with people who you know well, but you're in their space and in their energy, and you're like, oh, this is, you know, there's an awareness to the oddness of what's going on. So you do kind of, I think that there is there's some cast math that is pretty useful for that. But when it comes to me, you and PB, I think if me, you and PB were teleported now just straight into a random room, I don't think it would take us long. It would, or at least I can speak for myself. I don't think it would take me long. I think I would be, I think the difference between meeting some of my other online friends and meeting you and PB is that there's quite an emotional element to it for me.
Right.
Because we're very close. We've built something together. We've been through so much together, and you are as close to me as family, but more so, really. A lot of the people that I've met online are my family. That is just straight up. I don't have a strong relationship with most of my family, so to have, you know, in you, I essentially feel like a brother. And in same with PB, I just have such a closeness that is kind of, there's an emotional element to it that I think I personally do not know what happens to me when that catalyst of like meeting you guys, you know. But I'm not very like forwardly emotional. Like I very rarely will cry. You know, if I just met you, 50-50 shot, I just fucking burst into tears and I lose my shit, or I'm just naturally mask up, like the shutters come down and I'm just like, whoa, Squidward dance. You know, that's good, squishy, whoa. And I just, you know, become a silly little idiot until I think regulate myself.
I think we know for certain PB's instantly crying.
PB's will be a liquid mess.
Yeah.
which honestly will make it more awkward when I'm like Squidward dancing because I'll be doing some stupid shit. Oh God.
Oh,
sorry,
look
I'm
who
so
it
sorry.
is.
Well, look who showed up for the end of the stream.
I'm so sorry. I just lost all sound, and then Windows decided to update and restart my computer.
Dude, that's so annoying.
Yeah.
I hate it so much when it happens.
Yeah, and for a hot minute, I was like, I don't know. And then it restarted, and I had my PC up, but I still had no sound. So I was like, I don't know what's going on. I had to completely unplug and replug in my Go XLR.
Well, you're here for the final question.
Okay,
a quick
I'm
fire
so sorry.
round before my leg literally seizes up and I die.
If aliens invaded the Earth,
boys,
and you were chosen to represent humanity,
I'll get the
how
hickory
cooked
sauce.
are we?
Oh,
fail. Another fail question.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we're cooked if it's me.
Oh yeah. I was just gonna be like, I'm making a joke, like I'm gonna go into the other room and you guys can eat me. I'll be dead. Just like I'll get the sauce.
No, you've been sent to represent the planet.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yep.
How cooked are we?
You're chosen to represent humanity.
I actually think if PB went, we'd have a good shot because she does have that AoE ability to charm person.
But I would also.
But if we left you up there for too long,
yeah, I would want to be honest about the state of humanity and what humans are like. Oh, okay. I'll just take that with me for the rest of the day, week, life, year. It
was a joke. I hate saying it was a joke, but we're too close to the end of the stream.
Yep. If Brad was chosen as the representative of humanity,
dude, I would just join them and be like, kill them all.
You would make a joke.
That's what I was worried about. I'd be like, oh man, I don't know if we're worth saving.
You'd make a joke to see if they have a sense of humor.
Yeah, I'd roast them and then they'd get pissed off because they wouldn't, and then they'd kill us all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what would happen.
I mean, I genuinely have a 50-50 shot at either immediately making a friend for life or making an enemy every time I speak to someone for the first time.
Yeah.
It's the story of my life. You either fully vibe with me or you hate me. It's generally the way people approach and deal with me. And that's it. The aliens it would be a full coin flip for me. I think Whack would do okay because he would, if they were the type of aliens that wanted information, and like Whack went up there and they were like, what is this like, what is that like, what is this like, can you explain it to us? I think we'd have a decent chance for Whack to explain it well. I'm quite bad at explaining generic things, but I think Whack, you'd make a good job of that. I think if you went up there and they were doing anything that like was annoying, or like anything that like if you just couldn't understand them or comprehend them and you started getting a bit pissed off, you just started getting annoyed. They started doing some shit that you were like, that's can you stop that? That's annoying. Why are you doing it that way? that we're fucked.
It'd be over.
I feel like, so here the deal.
That's not how you cook rice, aliens. You fucked it up again. For fuck's sake! I told you.
I'm not that Italian. I'm not that Italian.
But you are that Wax Steven.
I am.
You are that Wax Steven.
Yeah.
I am.
Who's that Wax Steven?
I'm gonna. This is my final thought on this. Is that
lowering
that translated to shut the fuck up, I'm speaking.
I have no political skills.
Exactly
skills.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
I have no political skills.
That's what I mean. Is proof of
I have no political skills whatsoever. But I do have the sense to understand, like, hey, are they about to nuke the planet?
Mm-hmm.
Or will they somehow help us in some way and like fix us?
Well, this is, it all comes down to you, right?
I think I could be good at discerning that and telling them maybe what they want to hear, but I'm so bad at political shit that I don't know if I do it right.
Okay, we have to come to a consensus who we do send out of the Tablestory crew. Us three have been placed in charge of picking one person from the Tablestory gang who we're sending up to represent humanity. Who would you send? 100% not Maya.
Oh, from anybody, Tablestory.
From our little crew, yeah. From anyone who's been on Tablestory, from our little Tablestory squad troop.
Meyer was also my first
Meyer was
reaction.
my first thought.
First reaction.
No way,
but then
dude.
Also, I was
my
like,
God.
You know
Could you
what
imagine
else
he'd
would be
start
good?
talking to them about some random shit they didn't want to know about?
Have you guys played
Aaron.
Star Citizen?
Let me tell you about Star
Aaron Black.
Citizen.
Aaron's not bad. Aaron's
is
a good choice.
Is a solid choice.
Yep.
I would
was
say
thinking
Dave.
Aaron.
Orcish, if we all
I was
want to
going to say
die.
Dave.
Dave is also very good. Yeah.
Dave is a guarantee that they wouldn't kill us.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He would represent us, and then because no one wants to harm Dave, so he would guarantee that we weren't killed. But I don't know if Dave would be able to discern all the information that if they wanted that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anxiety.
Aaron has also just like seen the worst of humanity and still manages to be one of the most positive.
He can mask up really well.
He's also just like still one of the most hopeful and positive people I've ever met. Yeah.
So my
vote, I think, would be Aaron Black.
I think the best one would be Tuesday, because then they'll just, if the aliens see Tuesday,
it's only going to go down from Tuesday, though.
They'll just fall in love with her and be like, "Oh, you guys are like
fair.
this."
That's fair.
Oh,
that's fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
But
John Sandman is also a good shout.
John Sandman's a good one.
Yeah.
If they see Tuesday, if they see Tuesday, and then they look at anybody else, we're done.
They kill us.
That's true. It's the same thing as saying you have a really big dick.
We were promised gold.
It's the curse. It's the curse of like saying that.
I thought you all look like this.
Yeah. This is why I tell everyone that Orcish has an enormous penis, because whoever, like, someday he's gonna have to pull it out, and it is just gonna be bitter disappointment.
That poor acorn. Thank you everybody for watching Non-Effort today. We got to get out of here. We're over time, and Brad's leg is made of
I can't feel it anymore, which is a bad sign.
And paper. Thank you so much for being here. We hit our goal. We're gonna do Overcooked.
Thank you.
We're gonna tell you more details about that. Tentative plan is the 26th.
I have
for Overcooked.
I don't know if
next
I'm free,
Friday is a new show.
Yep.
New show.
We'll pass the table story with a new DM every week, but they have to pick up from where the previous DM left off and DM us through a session. And they have varying levels of skill or experience with D&D in general as a player or a DM or a table story GM. I don't even know if we have any table story GMs in the roster, but I've already forgotten.
They will be after this.
They will be after this.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Let's play the outro. Get the fuck out of here.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Also, if you have book recommendations, I will take them in the Discord. Thank you very much.